even when you're flying, you can't get away from them. Never really had much of a fear of spiders, but this game is instilling one in me. I mean, they're no jellyfish, let's put it that way. I'm so scared of, like, jellyfish. This is so pathetic, I shouldn't even be saying, but I'm so scared of, like, jellyfish that, and other deep-sea creatures, that when I play Minecraft, when I was playing on the 360, because I got sort of into that, because there's been, goddamn, like, literally no other great releases over the past few months. Diablo accepted, I suppose. And Max Payne, which I haven't played. But anyway, this isn't meant to be like a commentary on the games that have come out in the past few months. I get so scared when I was in my cave and there was a waterfall and there was a squid like glitching out. And it was like some amnesia shit. Like it was in one block of water and it was just like, come play with me, Ryan. And I'm like, no, get away. No iron is worth this. So yeah, if you really want to scare me, buy me a squid or something. Now, I've never seen this huge dragonfly before, but this entire game so far, it seemed designed to make, oh, I didn't even see that dude. Seemed designed to make people like me who are like afraid of deep sea creatures and insects. Well, not insects so much, mostly just deep sea creatures like, well, jellyfish and shit like that. Designed to make them like completely nope the entire way through the game. Like the first 10 minutes of the game, actually probably like the first half hour of the game, the only, oh god, get out of there. The only enemies I fought were like jellyfish and sea urchins and shit like that. Where do we want to go here? Oh man, they want me to swim down? God, I hate this shit. Every game with deep sea creatures, man. Get the fuck away from me. I don't want to deal with, oh, the jellyfish! It's insanely twisted Shadow Planet all over again. I don't know where to go. Luckily, you can hold your breath for 100 years, because of course you are like a Norse demigod. Okay, stay away from, deal with the daily danglerfish. I don't want to deal with the daily danglerfish. Maybe we're coming up to a boss area or something. I'm not totally sure, but we are free of the water, which is okay. I can stop noping so hard. Just got our hand axe to open up that secret room for me. That saves me a bomb, which is becoming more and more important. Oh yeah, room full of spiders, cool. It's a great secret room. I love when the secret room is just chock full of my worst nightmare. Actually, I'm not that scared of spiders. If it was jellyfish, then I would be frightened. On the Rune Classic video, people are commenting, man, why do you hate jellyfish? Jellyfish are so cute. You don't know what you're talking about. They're the scariest creatures on Earth. Don't mock my fear. I think everyone listening to this, or a lot of people listening to this, know that I have a deep-seated fear of deep-sea creatures. So, yeah. And jellyfish in particular. So in the Halloween update, Notch added those gas in the nether realm.
Yeah.
That are just basically like flying jellyfish or like flying squids or something.
Dude, have you seen the regular squids?
Yeah, those freak me out.
Oh yeah.
They're scary as hell. They have like they're harmless, but then if you look at their mouths, it's just like the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, I completely agree.
And you always find them like you'll find like 1 cube of water, like 3 cubes of water, and there'll be a squid just like farting around in it. And you're like, how? You're not supposed to be there.
Right. No, like right outside of one of my recent houses, there is just a bunch of water. But in seriously like a 10 by 10 cube, or not cube, like, you know, perimeter, there's like 50 squids in there, just like all having like this gigantic orgy. And I was like, whoa.
Gross.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah, so as soon as the gas got added, I was like, well, I'm never going down to the nether.
I hated nether anyways. I was just, there's nothing there for me. I don't know. But yeah, I'll probably never go down.
Oh, sorry, Fox.
Sorry, I don't play Minecraft, so this is...
Oh.
I played it once for like 5-10 minutes. I got killed by a zombie.
Was it a good
what a
zombie?
Scrub.
Yeah, noob. Get out of here.
I remember playing with Josh for the first time, because you kind of introduced me to Minecraft. And I was like, what's up with this like green sheep over? Oh no! And like 2 hours later, I was like, Josh, man, you're not going to believe this. I built a staircase.
Yeah. It was a good staircase, man.
Anyways, I don't know. Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
gosh, this guy needs to get his life sorted out too. Frank,
drunk.
Frank, get your shit together.
I dropped a knife.
In your dick?
No, on the floor. What else? What else you been playing?
Have I been... what else? Oh, we played a bit of the old Worms Revolution.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like the slightly more interaction with the environment, destructible environments, and the water flows. That's cool.
The water should kill you.
No,
Yeah.
because then it'd be too easy if it were like caked into the levels like that.
Well, here's an idea: turn off water if you don't like it.
I miss the
I
water
like it.
killing you.
Water
Does kill you. The big body of water at the bottom kills you.
See,
All
that's
water
silly,
should
because like
kill
if you get submerged in the ocean, you die. But if you just get submerged in a pond, you just lose
Dude,
5
there's
health per turn.
jellyfishes in the ocean.
What?
There's also freshwater jellyfish too. You.
No.
Yeah, but they're not on the land in puddles.
I could put them there.
Ahem.
Good luck with that.
Northernlion doesn't like jellyfish.
I don't like
Gotcha.
jellyfish.
It's an uncomfortable conversation
Big
piece. For me.
pussy.
I mean, I don't know. I understand. Well, I mean, I don't mind jellyfish. Never have. I
They're
got stung
like
by jellyfish
plastic
before.
bags with the ability to process information, man. They don't really think, but they can process information.
Yeah.
So it's like a
I've
calculator
been stung
sitting
by
on your
jellyfish
desk. Are you
before, I'm not
afraid?
gonna
You're afraid of a
start crying about
calculator. You're
spiders. Now that's some scary shit.
Spiders aren't scary at all.
aren't scary unless you
Spiders-
go to Australia or South America.
They want to eat everything.
They
and
eat-
populate their species
Okay,
through your.
the only
rectum.
spiders that are really scary are obviously the super like potent ones that are small that like to hide in your shoes, or the ones that are big enough to eat birds.
No, the ones that like have the babies on their backs.
Those
and,
ones are
like,
kind of scary too.
Yeah.
No, that's just
dude.
gross.
Yeah.
It is
fucking
gross,
Disgusting.
but it's scary gross.
Yeah. Like you want like their babies like inside of you? No,
Yeah.
that shit's scary. No, that's not
I'm gonna
true.
put a baby inside of you.
Do it.
Ugh.
See what happens.
You'll get pregnant. take it to
Yeah, spiders. I don't know. I love the I bought on DVD Arachnophobia though. That's a sick ass movie.
So I played
Anyone
some
see the
video.
new Spider-Man film?
I played some video games.
We weren't done talking about spiders, Ryan.
Do you have any phobias? Jellyfish, man. How badly does Jay Smith smell? He's not a smelly dude. He smells pretty good.
I smell pretty good.
Jellyfish, bro. Jelly fucking fish. That's true, man. I hate that. This is another Esteem Challenge run from YouTube user Anisotropic355. It's called Mind Controlling Fungus. So we've got a lot of items here. I guess the parasite is supposed to be the mind-controlling fungus that's, like, controlling us. Oh, yeah, in any case, this is a run, I guess, based on, at least thematically, based on that, like, mind-controlling fungus that hit it. It was part of a viral video a couple years ago. I think it was on Planet Earth or something like that. It's also the basis for the enemies in The Last of Us. Basically, it's like this fungus that shoots out these spores, and if the spores burrow their way into your brain, or if you inhale them as an ant, then what it does is it causes you to basically just like it controls your behavior, so you climb like as high as you possibly can even though you don't want to, and then when you reach like the top of the highest tree you can get to, you just explode in a number of spores. It's pretty gross, and you know, I hope there's a speculation. I remember there was a Cracked article that came out like right after that Planet Earth segment aired, and it was like, you know, at least 30% of humans are already infected with this, but we can fight it off for now. And I was like, oh god, please don't let the mind-controlling fungus get me. I have enough phobias of things that are actually really dangerous. Actually, that's not true. Don't talk shit about jellyfish, man. They are legitimately dangerous. I hate whichever one of you came up with this enemy, by the way.
I want to say that's Paul.
He
Blame it on Paul.
disable the jump pads for those guys. Oh, this is not.
use your
This is
mouse.
very not good for me. I have to say the other thing is, I don't know if you guys watched the video that I made, but I'm like pathologically afraid of deep sea creatures, particularly jellyfish. So there's a number of reasons that this is a horrifying experience for me.
I did not know that.
I think it's better that way. I wouldn't want to compromise your design vision,
Yeah.
but just
I
know
don't
there's
know,
a certain.
guys. Northernlion's scared of jellyfish.
Yeah.
Might have to change it.
There's dozens of us, man.
There's dozens.
Okay. Another red heart that actually takes us back to full health, which is exciting. We didn't even need to blow this up, but maybe it would have been for the best because it was just full of spiders anyway. Full of spiders is probably like the worst adjective combination you could ever have. Full of bad thing. I don't actually have a problem with spiders for the most part, but I know a lot of people do. I respect it. You know, a lot of people make fun of phobias. How could you be scared of that spider won't hurt you? Phobias aren't logical, motherfucker. I'm scared of jellyfish. I live in Vancouver now, but I used to live in like central Ontario, which is like the anti-jellyfish capital of the world, next to some fucking like landlocked country, Uzbekistan or something. I believe it's landlocked. Might be Kazakhstan. I've lost my spirit arts already. Apologies to the Uzbeks and Kazakhs watching out there, who might think I am a total ding-dong now. Oh. I've never even seen this thing before.
Yeah, they're made out of metal. They don't like electricity, so if you have a Tesla gun, you're better.
And they also have a weak spot in the back.
Yeah.
This plays into my deep-seated hatred of deep-sea creatures.
Whoa!
Wow, that does a ton of
They have
damage.
like a vagina eye on the back you gotta get.
They light you on fire or something.
Yeah, I just died.
Don't do that.
I'm seeing in black and white.
They kicked me into the cave where they spawn out of and
Yeah,
helped me.
that's exactly what happened to me.
What a dick.
Yeah? Jellyfish. We're doing pretty well here so far.
Whoa, that was a top.
I can't believe it wasn't jellyfish. Are you ready, Nick? Name a sea creature you'd hate to run into while scuba diving.
Oh, jellyfish.
Yeah, my man. 7. We're 2 away.
my God.
Oh, this is risky.
Oh no.
Jellyfish
Oh!
got 0.
Fuck.
It's all on parrot. Oh, okay.
Gotta be kidding me.
You're lucky, Nick. We snuck in at the end.
Okay, yeah. Wow.
Stinky diver, you've been out too long in the stinky sea.
Wait, do you think a stingy diver would be a jellyfish?
Well, yes. Then what
That's
do you
a pretty
like?
good one.
You would do New York Times crossword puzzles now?
Maybe.
Stingy diver, not to be
Stingy-
confused
jellyfish
with
are immortal.
kablam.
Yeah, there is an immortal jellyfish.
I don't want
He
it.
has a YouTube channel, right?
Immortal jellyfish.
Immortal Jellyfish has just subscribed.
Yeah.
It's not true, but now we've forced him into it. That's my next tactic. Just shame people into subscribing. There's a cat. Hello, cat. He sat by the whack-a-mole thing for like 2 hours today. And was like, play whack-a-mole with me. Doing exactly what he's doing right now. And then I played with him, and he just jumped and put his whole face in the box. And I'm like, I can't even play with you when you do that.
It makes him feel smart though, because he like figured it out and he tricked it.
Yeah, he's the smartest creature in the world with a brain the size of a freaking Brazil nut.
What?
Dormouse is correcting me here. He says cats are actually one of the top 10 smartest creatures on the planet. So
Wow.
I apologize to cats everywhere for my inadequacy in describing their intelligence.
I can't believe this scum tier Silverhand recruit has 4 damage. Yeah.
That's greater than dolphins. Dolphins are overrated. Yeah, I mean they hit people in their heart with their bottlenose and kill them.
Excuse me?
What?
Oh
they
my
do.
god.
You didn't know that?
dolphins?
It's really scary.
They heart
Dolphins
people
have
like
some
that?
sinister shit going on in their background.
I don't know why the way you phrased that was really good.
You should be aware. You know, don't go around a dolphin thinking it's all good.
I mean, I might consider it.
Up,
They
down,
think they're all
around.
happy-go-lucky and then they just start raping and killing.
Jesus.
They do.
Dolphins straight up assholes.
Yep.
Makes me feel better about that whale I ate in Iceland.
Good.
I mean, it's different animals, but still, they probably talk.
Yeah, I mean they hang out in the same place, right? So they're probably the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. They're all in the ocean. Octopi, fucking sea anemones. You got it. Whales, divers.
Did you see that horrible monstrosity they found by that oil rig the other day? That was just like a floating sheet of flesh, but apparently it's alive.
That's really gross.
I know. It seemed like your worst nightmare, so I should probably not bring it up.
Dude, did you read that thing about jellyfish in the Red Sea?
What?
It's either the Red Sea or the Black Sea. I always get the colors mixed up. But they're replicating like so quickly that some mathematicians have postulated that eventually the sea is going to be like more jelly than water.
Really?
Yeah.
You jelly?
There's nothing that eats the jellies?
No, man, the jelly, they're becoming their own apex predators just by like starving
Jeez.
out everything else.
How do we do that?
I don't know. I don't give a shit. I don't live in either Israel or Greece.
All right, so let's give everyone shotguns, and we'll go scuba diving and just destroy all the jellyfish.
You're gonna get
That's
caught
how-
in the jellies, man.
No, we can shoot them to death.
Well, actually, they are also poisonous jellies. That I think they said like you're likely to die in something like 40 minutes, but you could die in 20 if you touch
You
them.
jelly?
So just shoot them though from a distance.
Well, then you don't have to give them diving suits. Then you better give them like a
no, in case they
fucking
like dip their
hazmat
toe
suit.
in. Right, that too.
Great that he got the Kapala, but he could have gotten the plasma cannon. Did you see that layout on the mothership? It was goddamn Nightmarish.
Or like a mother shit.
Yeah, I'm like the mother shit.
In order to get to the plasma cannon, I would have had to like walk through the 2 jellyfish as they were shooting the things at me.
There's jellyfish?
Or well, you know, squid, octopus things. Jellyfish. They're all jellyfish to me. We're all gonna be jellyfish soon. Jelly apocalypse is approaching.
Did you read that post on
It's
the
horrifying.
RNLSS Circle Jerk?
It was
About
from the
jellyfish
Vancouver
in
Aquarium.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that thing that recently went up from the oil drilling place where it was like that giant? It was a jellyfish.
Yep. I told you, man.
It looked like a flesh sheet.
Jelly apocalypse.
Yep. They're rising up. Get ready.
There's also jellyfish. There's jellyfish that can live forever. They reverse age.
Yep.
They poop through their mouths.
You all
Yeah,
laughed at
probably.
me. Oh, Northernlion's afraid of jellyfish.
I didn't laugh at you.
They're so harmless. Why are you afraid of jellyfish? Now you know. This is like, I didn't know about this shit. I just had a hunch. And then in the past, like, 3 or 4 months, all these articles are coming out. Jelly apocalypse coming pretty soon.
You're like Jeff Goldblum from that movie.
Jurassic Park.
No.
The Fly.
Independence Day.
No.
That's all of them.
Yeah, that's all the movies.
Yeah.
Those are the only movies he's ever done.
There is a secret world if you fall.
Yeah, you go to the minus world.
The secret world of Alex Mack. I got you.
Nothing like jellyfish everywhere, right?
That's just the real world pretty soon. You all made fun of me for being afraid of jellyfish, and every day on Twitter now I get like 2 more people that are like, check this article out, man. You were right. You're goddamn right I was right. Like jelly apocalypse in the Black Sea.
What's that noise?
Is your house burning down?
Anyone else
again?
hear that noise? It was like, woo. Maybe it's like
Maybe
a
it's the
sea
jellyfish invasion.
Yeah, that's a real
I don't
problem.
know.
Watch your windows, jellyfish will start swimming in.
I don't want to talk about it.
Nice. Ryan, what if jellyfish started to evolve wings?
That'd be weird. Why would they need those? At first, my intellectual curiosity would be piqued because that seems like a really inefficient way to locomote underwater, doesn't it?
No.
Yeah, but these ones they've adapted to the flight patterns.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
How'd you feel about all the jellyfish in this aquarium?
I
Did
don't
you
wanna
enjoy
talk
that?
About it. I'm basically playing as a jellyfish. If you want, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
if you don't want to be technical. Okay, I'll leave here and we can
Cool environment.
get a little bit more progress done in the Amazon. Name a sea creature you'd hate to run into while scuba diving.
If I said the Loch Ness Monster, would you hate me?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Shark.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good guess. I know that it's like the oldest trick in the book, but I still do love when I get really invested in like a Reddit comment, and then at the end it's like, and that's when I noticed that my existential quandary was actually a 300-foot tall monster from the coast of Scotland.
Yeah.
Nick!
Hey, I didn't abandon you.
No, I appreciate that. Name a sea creature you'd hate to run into while scuba diving.
Jellyfish.
All right. I don't have any hope at all. You need 105 points.
Right.
Jellyfish got 0. You guys are going to like this one. Jellyfish got 0. Door got exactly enough points to take us to 200.
Wow.
Literally, we finished at 200 points.
Wow.
Because of the door.
These things look like Metroids a little bit.
Excuse me?
The underwater jellyfish things. Oh yeah, you probably hate this part.
That's why I do the water levels last, man. Same like Crash Octopus in Mega Man X. He's always last. Otherwise, I have to face my fears, and I don't want to do that until I've got a large enough arsenal, if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
You gotta have all the tools you need to face your fears.
I think I've gotten better at platformers since playing Meat Boy. That kind of makes sense.
It makes like a lot of sense.
So, Mark Franson just donated $6.90 and says, saw Limp Bizkit Saturday. Love from the Netherlands. Thank you very much and congratulations. I hope it was everything you wanted it to be and more.
Someone tried to trick me on
The Limp Bizkit.
on the NLSS Circle Jerk subreddit. They said Limp Bizkit plays in Vancouver this year, and then when I clicked on it, it was a picture of a big jellyfish.
I think there's been a couple of big jellyfish on there.
Pretty good.
They always trick me. Every time I'm like, oh man, Limp Bizkit's coming, and then
What's
Because
that?
just jellyfish.
we've
You know
been
Limp
misled.
Bizkit.
There's so much like bountiful wonderness happening on NLSS Circle Jerk. Sometimes you just don't expect it to be a letdown.
You want to talk about overused jokes in chat? The freaking Circle Jerk has now just become pictures of eggs. with like some kind of conceit to turn it into something about me.
It used to be pictures of jellyfish with weird, misleading titles.
I
At
actually
least it moved on to egg meta.
Actually, kind of prefer that.
Oh, okay. And you don't even like jellyfish, so you like eggs less than jellyfish.
Well, I like egg meta just less than jellyfish. It's like, check out this picture of an egg I found. If this was on Facebook, they would have been muted 9 posts ago.
Well, they've stacked them up this time. I've never seen a picture of stacked eggs before.
And I mean, I've seen a picture of stacked eggs before. Yes. I've never seen
seen
a
that?
picture. I've never seen a picture of a fucking plankton
Is that what Canada's
with
like?
eyebrows tattooed on it. That doesn't matter either. I've never seen a picture of fucking Oprah's vagina. I just assume that it exists. I don't need to see everything in this world.
You wouldn't look at a picture of Oprah's vagina if you had the option.
I've already seen Adam Savage's butthole. Celebrity orifices are done for me. You can't go back from that.
All right, well, I've seen it too by accident, and I wasn't too happy about it either, so I guess I sympathize a little bit.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Parents just don't understand. That's what Will Smith taught me.
We asked
Thanks,
100
Chris.
men, name something that most men think it's unmanly to be afraid of. Let's say, spiders. Josh?
Josh, I made Kate listen to Will Smith in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She didn't like it.
She didn't
It was
get
a
it.
shocker.
Yeah. She wasn't into it.
Yeah.
Kate's just don't understand.
What were you talking about now?
Oh, I was making fun of you for being afraid of spiders.
I don't know. I got that. I'm cool about that. I mean, I don't like spiders. But you
Yeah?
can make fun of me.
I don't know if you've, doesn't
You
seem
don't
like
like jellyfish, but you could write jellyfish.
People give me shit for that all the time. Have you seen the subreddit? It's just posts of eggs and then like jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
That's all it is.
I love the NLSS circle jerk. It's by far my favorite. Next to R squared circle.
And R. John Cena.
Art Johnson.
Johnson.
Don't talk about R. Johnson. Now you're super fast.
Yeah, I guess I got the latency award.
Like a freaking blur jellyfish. Oh, we've already played this map. It's a sweet one, though.
Would you not be terrified of that? The blur jellyfish comes to get you in your sleep?
No, it's not scary. It's just nature.
I wouldn't be surprised in the least if we find out that there's actually a creature like that that exists.
Did you know the... Oh.
No!
No. Yes! That was just enough to get the tie. Nick, did you know the Portuguese man-o-war jellyfish is not actually a jellyfish, but a collection of,
War?
well...
Actual war?
It's a collection of, You know what? I don't say BBBBB, I say boo, because I'm a jellyfish. NL, what's that spider thing? That's Little Sissy. Have you had that?
I have, and I like it, but it creeps me the F out. It just is creepy looking to me, and it scares me a little bit.
Yeah, anything with a small body and long legs.
The way it walks, it's like a little person with no, like, body. It's just like a head with legs and arms.
Dude, I think now you understand where I'm at with jellyfish, maybe.
I might be, actually.
It's the way they move, and, like, you're not a person. Why, you're not a plastic bag. What are you doing?
Yeah, Little Sissy thinks it's a person for sure. Oh, I got Head of Krampus unlocked. Nice.
I do not. Congratulations. Did you know Pat Sajak used to host Jeopardy, and Alex Trebek used to host Wheel of Fortune?
You're joking, right?
I'm not joking, Nick.
I really hope you're joking. 'cause
I'm
that
not
doesn't make
joking,
any
man.
damn
That's
sense.
real.
I can't wrap my mind around that. Is NL afraid of cloaca fish? He should be if he's not.
I don't like sea creatures at all. Like, a lot. Even fish, man. Like, I love eating fish. I love eating seafood. That doesn't gross me out. But,
So you're getting rid of them.
Like, touching a fish... I did it all the time as a kid. You know, I went fishing all the time. Something about, like, that transition to adulthood has made it, like, I cannot fathom the thought of touching a sea creature. Freaks me out.
Is there any kind of hierarchy to it, though, or is it just, like,
Jellyfish
all
are the
sea
worst.
creatures? But beyond that, though.
I don't think
Like,
I'd
if
have...
you touched a shiny turtle shell, would you be as upset as if you touched a squishy fish?
If I touched a whale, I think I'd be like, that's pretty cool.
What about a rubbery dolphin?
I think I'd be okay with that. I'd be like, oh, sweet, a dolphin.
I've touched a dolphin. They feel like an actual piece of rubber, like a tire.
Yeah?
It's weird. Who made this fish out of tire? It's a mammal.
It's alright, man.
How about a slippery seahorse? What do you think about that?
Nah, seahorses freak me out, man.
Is it
Horses...
because the males get pregnant?
Nah, it's because the horses belong on land.
That's true. It's also missing a lot of its legs. So it belongs in a minefield for that.
You know what it is? It's sea creatures. I think it's like as I learn more about biology, a switch flipped in my brain. And I was like, oh, this isn't like... I think most people, you're like, there's a sea creature. It's just a seahorse. It just is what it is, right? This is a seahorse. This is this. Now when I look at an animal, I'm like, whoa. This thing had like some crazy evolutionary pressures that caused it to evolve like that. So in my head, they've become aliens. 'Cause like, basically, sea creatures are aliens that live on our water planet. That is somehow an internal planet inside of the Earth. So whenever I see like a seahorse or a jellyfish or something like that, I'm like, that is a fucking alien. It might as well have evolved on Uranus.
I mean, if you go deep enough, they really, really look like aliens.
They're aliens, man. They are aliens. The only thing that makes them not aliens is that they're literally not from another planet. But they came from such a different environment. You know, and deserts are different environments. But if you see like a desert fox, you're like, that's a cute little terrestrial animal. The sea is our enemy, man. The sea, you see shit that comes down there like an anglerfish, it has a light on its fucking head.
I wish I had that.
It has a light on its head. It took
so
us
angry about that.
It took us like, you know, 100,000 years of human existence to invent light bulbs. The anglerfish is just like chilling, like, I got this, man.
You just wish you're bioluminescent. You're just jealous.
I'm jealous, but I'm also scared of the potential that they have to usurp us as Earth's greatest species.
I think they're a few years behind that.
I don't know, man.
We have like guns.
You heard Rob. Rob was trying to tell us that, you know, there's a theory that there are actually immortal lobsters out there.
Yeah, but he was wrong, though.
I hope he's wrong about it.
No, he is, though. We looked it up.
Okay, because his theory was impossible to refute because it was basically predicated on the idea that since we've never seen them, they could exist. But that really spoke to me.
It was just a hypothetical. It wasn't like there's conditions in the world that make it not possible for them to do what they could do if they didn't have those conditions.
A subscriber.
Slippery Seahorse has just subscribed. I don't know what to say, but thank you.
I like that.
Super right is what Rob said. I don't know what's... It was super right that you were wrong, or your theory was super right?
We were also talking about, like, the whale sound that was under the water that, like, that said there was, like, a massive sea creature that was bigger than a country or something.
Yeah, okay.
That wasn't right either.
There might be a sea creature that's bigger than, like, Vatican City.
Alright, but that's just
or Liechtenstein. Lichten Stein.
Somebody's done it.
Probably somebody's done it, yeah. How do you think he got that mole? Basically, fuck sea creatures is what I'm getting at. If I could give you any advice to just, like, you know, live in harmony with the animals, it's never learn anything about animals. You can become, like, a veterinarian. If somebody comes in with, like, a squid, you say, get the fuck out.
Who needs a vet for their squid?
I don't know, maybe they got, you know, squid dementia or something.
From being down in the depths too low?
Yeah, man, he's got the bends.
Poor thing. That's pretty weird.
Got a Wikipedia, how the fuck do I cure squid bends?
Put a
That's not gonna be a good
album
day
on.
at the office. That's why you're making 32 bucks an hour.
Is that all?
Well, you know. You got a pet squid. That doesn't mean you're rolling in money. Crawdad, you're not like a sea creature. You're like a pond creature. That's alright.
You're in the middle somewhere.
Dude, when I was a kid, I used to go, there was like a park near my grandma's house. I used to go there, like, turn over rocks, find crayfish, and, like, pick them up. Oh, so
Yeah.
this little lobster insect. What the fuck was I? Where were my parents, man? Don't be touching those sea creatures.
Part of being a kid, it's not a big deal.
I'm giving them too much reconnaissance about what life is like on, you know, the land. They're gonna come for us one day, man.
Have you ever seen that one that's like, it's bioluminescent and it's got like a spectrum that goes through it? It's like a sea cucumber or some kind of wiggly thing like that. And it just
Those
has
are
like
the
a
worst.
light up rainbow inside of it.
That's not okay. It lulls you into a false sense of security. That's some close encounters of the third kind shit.
When I think of what alien life is, I couldn't imagine anything more alien sounding than that.
Oh, okay. Shh. What? Young Cazador.
Oh, baby, a subscriber.
Captain Rognick, thank you as well. Did I get hit there? I got 50 experience, which is pretty dope, I gotta admit. Ah! Oh! R.I.P. NL?
Oh, baby,
Yo.
a subscriber.
General casualty. Thank you. I have to admit, Moths freak me the fuck out, man. Rex is unconscious, what the hell? I don't know. Ah! It's moths and jellyfish scare the shit out of me. So, like, this is a very scary moment for me personally. We only gotta hit him a couple times, so let's take him out here. Oh god, we got him. I don't know what it is, man. Moths just freak me out, and these guys are... Oh my god, that's worth a ton. I hate moths, man. What about a jelly moth? That scares the shit out of me. If you don't like moths, you're fucked. I'm a little afraid of moths. I'm not a huge moth fan. If you were in an area overrun by moths and you could only get away from them by jumping into an ocean full of jellyfish, would you do it? Dude, that actually... The mental sensation right now of imagining like a bunch of moth wings flapping against my skin, and then the only possible alternative is jumping into like a pool where I can feel like their jellies rubbing up against my skin. I would actually, like, that's some Joe Rogan Fear Factor shit. I would be in a terrible situation. Like, spiders don't bother me at all, basically. Moths and jellyfish, man, are the freaking worst. NL, do you drink bubble tea? It's got like little jellyfish textured shit in it. I've actually eaten, well, I have had bubble tea, yes, but I've had jellyfish, like for food. I don't think it's particularly delicious, but I've had it. Is Mothra like your worst nightmare? I don't know, man. It's small moths, I guess. Small moths freak me out. Ruby Hill Mine. Do I really want to go down into this mine? Like, it's kind of... What are you? Lake Lurker. Oh, these guys are... I don't like these guys. Deeper and deeper into the mine we go. Rex is alive. Oh, God, that's water. Yo, I'm a little scared. Let's just head down.
Oh, baby,
it's the first
a
time
subscriber.
I've been swimming. Triformis, thank you very much for the subscription. Ah! Ah! Get out of the water! Yo, that is not enough damage. Help. Oh! Oh, we almost got him. Oh, I've taken a lot of hits here. Might want to take a minute to pop a stim pack or something like that. Or at least move out of the way. Ah, help, help. Where's my buddies? Please die. The dream is real. Little does NL expect this is the legendary moth jellyfish dungeon. Oh, shit, man. Boone drowned? Yo, learn how to... Oh! Learn how to handle your stuff, man. Where's this guy going? Boone is just chilling in the water. Boone drowned is my favorite. Copy pasta. I don't know what this means. What does this mean, copy pasta? I'm joking. Alright, we'll drink some cola. Yo, this game has some propaganda, man. I don't think cola is actually that good for you. I might be mistaken. Well, this seems dangerous. You need a lockpick skill. 75!
Baby, a subscriber.
Jeez. Secret alien. Thank you very much. Ah! Thank you very much for the subscription. What the heck? I don't really want to go swimming anymore. Like, I'm a little scared. We go deeper and deeper into the freaking wilds here. That was real freaking scary. Whoa, it's a real thing! What it... What is this? What is this? Yes. 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 I don't know what happened. That thing scared the shit out of me. It was floating in a way that nothing should ever float. NL, you need to calm down. That thing scared the shit out of me, man. It was really spooky. I like being in the wasteland, man. I'm not taking the dog meat. You You scumbags. What's going on down here? One of these dudes had freaking pocket rockets. Yo, I gotta get out of this dungeon. I'm scared, man. Get out of here! I can't handle my shit. Oh my god. You saw it twice and reacted on the second attempt? That's because the first time I thought it was the body of a lake lurk. And I was like, oh, that's no big deal. I killed that guy. That's kind of funny. And then when his body floated up to the... When his body floated up to the top, I was like, oh shit, is this thing some kind of like fucking monster? I was actually very frightened. You need to calm down or people will think you're Mathis Games. That's actually really funny. What a guy. Oh yeah, you did die last time. Yeah, the robo-scorpions are very hard. Oh, I'm aware. So I figure we'll just come in here for a minute. I could probably buy some sarsaparilla if I need to. Wait for the robot moths. I am not excited about the idea of a robot moth, to be quite honest with you. Take my sweet time. Oh, it's fucking moth country. There's a lot of moths. Young Cazador. It's such a good name. We are a lot stronger than we were the last time we were fighting these young Cazadors, that's for sure. And as long as Rex aggroes the crap out of him, that's the only thing that matters. Moths inside of my dreams, I think I love you. Exactly. They're gonna lay eggs in your spacesuit? Good, I'll have a bunch of moth bros to be my friends. Also, I will hate them, but they're the animals that freak me out the most, next to jellyfish. This is for Cheyenne, you little dicks! Yo, that that young gecko was straight fire, man. That's not that funny. I'm sorry. Do Michael Caine stuck in a well? Is anybody up there? I appear to have fallen down. Some kind of water-carrying vessel. A well, in the common parlance of all times. Ah! Oh! Okay, no. No problem. I wasn't at all scared. It was really just that did that new attack that I've never seen. Just a little scared. Fucking oh god, walk back. Ooh. Woo. I don't think I can make it up there. What? Oh, hide. Okay, don't hide. Wait till you get to the jellyfish vault. I refuse to believe that such a thing exists. Hope you're looking, boss, because I don't see so good. Wow. Oh, okay, the wah, I gotta admit, scared me a little bit. Lucifer96, thank you very much. Vault 11. Let's find out what the secret of Vault 11 is. Why is NL so jumpy? I don't know, man. I wish I knew. Like, I know that these creatures pose no threat to me, but... Oh, I guess we're going down either way here. Everything... Pardon me. Water's bad. Do I have to go into the water? I don't want to go into the water. Oh, Rex, you scared the ever-living fuck out of me. Oh. I don't want to go into the water. Why would I want to go into the water? I think I have to go into the water. This is fucking Jellyfish Vault? This is like, I didn't realize this is what it was gonna be. I'm scared, man. I don't have Rad X either. I'm gonna have to use Rad Away, I guess. Did you get that sick rebreather? No, I did not. I don't think I don't have the rebreather yet. Oh, fuck. No, don't drink the water. Are you out of your mind? Rex, I gotta admit, you do look pretty cute. Okay, Keep going. Raoul, you're a fucking majestic creature. He's gonna die. I don't think I'm gonna die. Made it out of the water, baby. Nothing going on under the water here. You don't need air, you scum. That's true. I forgot I had the rebreather. It's just good practice, you know, to get up and see the light of day. The truth is, I'm a little bit scared of deep sea creatures, which is why I'm surfacing occasionally here just to get a feel for where I am. Was that a bullet? These are bullets. No, it's the dick holes. These dick holes. They're gonna drag me down to the deeps. 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 Ah! Rex, you are a cutie. That worked fine. Is this the end? Is that Raoul? What's wrong, buddy? Kid, you don't know how to swim? You don't know how to swim? Is that again? The coffee is not in my bloodstream yet. Rex, not really much of a no. Oh, that's the corpse. That is the corpse of this lake lurker. I think. You know, like, what's going on here? I'm a little bit confused. Because he's just not doing anything. Swimming is hell on my back, boss? Is this guy alive, or... Apparently he is alive. He just cannot be hurt with the lair. So instead, I'll light him on fire underwater. I'm gonna rip you in and that'll get it done. Are you fond of Medusazoa the hydrozoa, also known as a jellyfish? I am not fond of jellyfishes. On an episode of Good Mythical Morning this week, they blended edible jellyfish and then molded them into a jello cast and ate it, and there were tentacles and shit in it, and I almost, like, dry heaved. Okay. It was disgusting. I ate jellyfish in Thailand, would not recommend. Yeah, I mean, I've eaten jellyfish before. When it's kind of, like, abstracted, it doesn't really bother me. When it's, like, just jellyfish and there were, like, tentacles poking out of their mouth, it was disgusting. That being said, it was probably, like, the best episode of the show I've ever seen. I laughed really hard. This coral freaks me out. It's like something's gonna pop out of it at any given moment.
This gnat! There's a gnat in my room and it's attacking my nose. Like, it's swoop diving me.
What is a gnat? Gnat is like it's like a fruit fly sized insect?
Yeah, a little buzzer.
Okay.
Oh, it's so annoying. I haven't been here in a week, and this is what I come back to. I've been attacked by wasps 4 different times.
Yeah, Seattle doesn't really have like insects, except for, I mean, I know they're not insects, but they have like big spiders sometimes. That's about it.
I hate spiders though so
Well, there you go. You got, it's a give and take.
I have like arachnophobia.
The spiders are eating the rats, or not the rats. That would be horrible. But they're eating the gnats.
The spiders eat the rats. That's only in Australia, man.
That's a Magic the Gathering artwork.
Anything with a stinger. I don't mind like cockroaches, except for like I don't want them obviously living in my area because that means it's unclean. But like if I see them crawling out on the road or whatever, I'm just like, whatever. I know some people are completely horrible about those. And moths, they don't bug me.
Moths are fucked up, man. I don't.
They're full of silver. Did you know that?
They're made of paper and full of silver, and they're dumb, and they make scary noises by flapping against the light bulbs and stuff like that. I don't respect them.
Wow. I actually have a friend that streams and he blows glass, like you know, ashtrays, pipes, shot glasses, whatever. He just is awesome. But he does it all on stream, and he's got like this. So he's got this like huge flamethrower torch or whatever. And there's this GIF that went viral on Instagram or Tumblr or something of this moth flying into the torch, and it just gets
oh god,
vaporized instantly. And he like opens his mouth in shock. And it like got millions and millions of like hits in just a couple of days or something. And, like the top comment was like when he opens his mouth, he absorbs the fly's or the moth's soul. I was just like, that is hilarious. I thought that was pretty awesome. Because he's like, I'm viral, man, but nobody knows who I am. I'm just like the moth guy. You know, it's just so ironic.
Man.
The
I have a
Mothman Prophecies.
Oh,
Starring
that's
Richard
actually a
Gere
thing.
and Deborah Messing.
Is that any good?
No.
Okay.
No, it is
There
not.
was a reason I hadn't seen it.
I better quick save here. I was like, why is my brain telling me to use F5 all the time? Right, because that's what keeps us from having to redo like all of our progress here. Spotted? What? Oh! Oh, it's the moths. It's the moths that I don't like. I'm feeling a little woozy. You guys want to swim to Hoover Dam? Hey, isn't this where we fought those jerks? Alright, here we go. Into the water. Just fish. Nothing scary. Don't tell me to watch out for the jellyfish. I don't believe you. You're trying to freak me out with all this jellyfish talk. Spoilers, the president is a jellyfish. I fucking knew it. Drink the entire lake and you'll be good to go? No, you ever play Zelda? I've got to raise the water level, man. If you drink the lake, you'll suck up some jellyfish? Not cool, man. Oh, maybe I follow the sign that says Hoover Dam. And I'll ignore that sign, it's a prank. It didn't say bro at the end of it, so if this is a prank, we could take them to prison. Ourselves. Citizens of conviction. Second cousin twice removed to the citizen's arrest. Hoover Dam. The signs are leading me towards a jellyfish? I'd be surprised. Some kind of terrestrial jellyfish. I doubt it. Very much indeed.
Why can't you shower with a robot nanny?
Because it
Could
would
be more DLC.
It's electric, man. It would all the parts would short out.
It's an aquatic robot.
She's electric. Got a family full of eccentrics. That's an Oasis song.
Is it?
Imagine if there are robots for bathtubs and it would just be normal, but the first time you ever got in with one, you'd be super creeped out. I'd be like, what is this lurking in my water here?
I really
I will
don't.
wash you.
I don't like deep sea creatures. The idea of getting into like a bath with like a slimy robot that's freaking me the fuck out.
Oh, you should play Soma then. You'll love it.
Oh yeah, that's why one of the reasons that like the Soma marketing like freaked me way out, dude. Like I was like, this is existential terror for me.
As long as there's no sharks, I don't care.
There's stuff like that.
I would like rather see a shark than a jellyfish, and I'm being 100% honest.
What?
Secrets.
I would lick a jellyfish.
Thanks
You
for
would
the
lick a
subscription.
jellyfish.
As long as it didn't sting.
They love to sting. It's like their life calling.
Sting my tongue.
They love stinging almost as Sting almost as much as Mathis does. Mathis really likes the police.
All right, take a second and
it's
get
his
it all
favorite.
together.
Mathis likes Sting.
That's the joke. Math is like Sting.
It went from police to sting.
Chubb dislikes Sting. I don't know what it is. Like a shark might eat me, but I like understand that it bites, right? Like
Bites. The thing is, they're super fast, and they like come from behind. So
yeah,
I
but
don't
like
know. It's just jaws that you can't avoid, and they're so mobile.
But like getting bitten is one thing. Jellyfish are like they're like this plastic bag with like a brain that's not really a brain. So I'm not even worried that they would like hurt me or kill me. I just worry that they have like nefarious plans that I'm not aware of.
Is it like a little bit of that SCP thing where it's like you're not really sure if it's a sentient object?
Yes.
That kind of freaks you out?
That's 100%
I
it.
kind of get that.
It's the jellyfish is like a rock that moves, and that's fucking horrifying. It's a
There's that organic rock that if you split it open, it's got like guts inside of it.
That's fucking terrible. I hate it.
That's really weird.
I mean, it's not actually a rock. It just looks completely like a rock until you realize there's organs in it.
There's an octopus that has like,
8 legs.
Human teeth.
That's a centipede. It's a human centipede.
No, I saw a picture of it online, and well, and it was.
Yeah, no, that pause was perfect.
That realization that maybe it was photoshopped.
it was called a real creature, and it was like this creature is one of the strangest. It was like strangest creatures in the world or something like Twitter.
Okay.
And it was like this creature is a homoloblopolocapid. It's an octopus with a human-like mouth, and you're just like, what the fuck is this thing?
Man, they better hope.
It was real though.
That octopus species better hope that mankind never really gets a handle on it, because people will fuck the shit out of it.
The teeth were really big. They look like fake, like Luminaires or something from the dentist. They were like big, chalky, huge teeth.
Chalky teeth.
Yeah. Because it was like underwater, so they have like
I
guess
just got
scrapings on them.
The image of chalk as your
Yeah.
teeth scares the shit out of me.
Bite down and like a little chalk
Splits
breaks
apart.
off. Yeah, that's
I
real
hate that.
bad.
I hate that a lot.
Don't worry, they grow back like fingernails.
That's so much worse!
Oh, your mouth's gonna look like somebody hit you with a hammer all the time.
Ah. I'd like
I hate
a-
this conversation.
teeth made out of like candy cigarettes or something.
Oh no! Stop, we're making it worse.
I don't like this at all. This is the feeling that you're feeling right now, and that I'm also feeling is how I feel when I think about jellyfish. I've just gotten used to it.
Serious. I should stop fucking around with you then, because that's really uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, it's like it doesn't really affect my quality of life, but at the same time, it is like a level of existential, like, ugh. You know, have you seen It Follows? You know, like it's just, it's not really that scary viscerally. It's just sort of like you never feel at ease with yourself. That's how I feel when I realize that there's jellyfish in the planet right now, just swimming around.
Is it like your skin kind of crawls a little bit?
Yeah, man.
Swim with
Hair back
magical
to the-
jellyfish, though.
You know what? It's like the jellyfish is a creature that was created by like an alien species that was seeding. Like they're not like
panspermia shit.
they're the creatures that the aliens dropped off to like terraform Earth. They don't really know what they're doing. They're just machines
They failed
that
their mission.
that have like they fucked up big time. Well, I mean they really
Nanos.
don't have a brain, so like you know they're pretty dumb, but.
They live off instinct or something? Like I don't.
Well, they don't have like a central like processing unit for their brain. They just have like nerves. So like, you know, it's the tip of its finger is as smart as where its like head would be, which is fucking creepy, man. It's like,
That's really weird.
and yeah, it's not right. Somebody give those jellyfish a brain. I would feel a lot better about it if jellyfish actually had a brain.
How do you
You
feel
wanna
about
go
dead
swim with all
jellyfish?
the wild ones? They have that place where you can go that they don't sting and you can just be surrounded by them.
I would
and they
hate
just
that,
love
man.
on you.
You know, on like Fear
Okay, kinda
Factor.
answers the question.
On
Yeah.
Fear Factor, they'll like put you in like a big pit full of snakes, and they'll be like, "Okay, whoever can stay in here the longest wins." That would be like,
I hate that shit.
I would just lay down in there and pretend they were like belts or something, and I'd get over it, right? But
Do they not bite? Like, that's physical harm.
If
You
they're
have
not
to sign a
venomous, I guess they
waiver,
just
or-
put a bunch of holes in you.
Oh, that's fucked up.
well, surely they would get snakes that don't bite, right? They'd get like the most friendly snakes.
Might bite.
I'd still be able
I
to
can
handle
see
it.
the roaches maybe, but
It's like
I
snake
don't know about
acupuncture.
snakes.
I would rather get bitten
I'd
by a
rather hug an
non-poisonous
alligator.
snake than touch a jellyfish.
I would jump on the back of an alligator before I got in a pit of snake.
God damn, we got like
Ride it like in Jones.
I would not do either of those things.
I would rather touch a jellyfish than ride on the back of an alligator. Because, you know, I might be stupid.
Grab its mouth.
Dude, I'm pretty sure. There's like that news story that was in like Florida this year. Because it might not be Florida, but it's always Florida, right? Where like there's a pub that was right next to a swamp. It was called like Gator Pub or something like that. Because there's always this alligator nearby. And then a dude went into the bar and was like, I'm gonna wrestle an alligator. And then the bartenders were like, please don't, because like that you're gonna die, and you're wasted. And then he jumped into the water and tried to wrestle the alligator and got eaten.
You don't wrestle
he
them
actually
in
got
the
killed.
water. That's their natural
Oh,
fucking habitat. You gotta get
You're
them
gonna
on the
get the
land.
death roll every time.
You put like a little ladder up 6 feet in the air. You jump on their back, and you wrap your arms around their mouths.
Look at this
You hold
Bayou
it close.
Billy here.
You gotta band it too. Band
And if
the
you get a
mouth.
little duct tape, that helps. I've seen crocodile, whatever, Dundee.
Steve Irwin.
Yeah, Crocodile Dundee.
Ooh, a goat head that I
Oh.
don't even need.
He was from Missouri. And then I trust it because it says that's my state. No one would ever take credit for that unless it was actually true. So I do trust that.
Stingrays are the worst. They did take down
Crocodile Dundee.
the Crocodile Dundee guy. I mean, out of all the deadly things he could have fought and lost to, a stingray
Yeah,
to
it's
the heart.
Still pissed about that.
It's no
Such
joke,
What kind
man.
of bullshit? I was expecting a rattler or something.
I was expecting him to die of old age surrounded by his loved ones, honestly.
That was the hope. But, I mean, looking at his situation, you had to assume pretty likely a bad thing would happen eventually.
Crocodile Dundee. What a huge
It's
item.
not too soon anymore.
It's not too soon. That was like September 2006.
Yeah.
It's not too soon, but I'm still salty about it.
I'm pretty salty too. I'm salty about the OxyClean guy as well, Billy Mays.
Oh, Billy Mays, yeah.
I miss those commercials. Billy Mays here, the fantastic new product. Kaboom, and it's gone. OxyClean. You're like, which product are we talking about, Billy? I don't
care. Just give me 10.
Keep talking.
He will forever live on in Cards Against Humanity, I suppose.
You got a needle fear?
Not really, no.
Sometimes it weirds me out because, like, I am totally fine about needles, but, like, jellyfish fuck with my head.
Right.
And, like,
among other things.
A jellyfish, like, it's not even close to me. It's not going to harm me unless I let it, you know? But a needle is actually like a person poking you in the skin and injecting a chemical into your body. And I'm like, yeah, sign me up. You want to practice? You know? But if they were like, hey, we can either inject you with this chemical X or you can touch this jellyfish, I'd be like, chemical X, baby.
I have a pretty good fear of heights, but the needles don't really get to me all that much.
I also have a fear of heights.
It's not paralyzing. It's like middling in the scale of fears. I can still deal with it.
I agree with you. Like I used to have a fear of flying, and now I'm like totally okay with it. I can look out the window and be like, hey, if the fuselage breaks apart, I'm gonna free fall for the next 3.5 minutes, and totally gonna know what's gonna happen when I hit the ground. But it doesn't actually provoke a fear response in me. But if I was at the roof of like a 40-story building, and people were like, come out to the edge and have a look, I'd be like, I'll be over here petting this jellyfish.
Yeah, it's exactly the same for me. I am not a fan of it when it's like I'm in control of falling off of it, but flight doesn't bother me in the least. It never has, actually.
A couple of years ago, my parents were here, and we took them to this park in Vancouver that has a suspension bridge that you walk across. It's not a big suspension bridge, but it, like, shakes, rattles, and rolls when you walk on it.
Right.
And I was like, this will be fun. And then, like, first step on it, I was like, don't put your blinders on and just walk as quickly as you can to the end of the bridge. And my parents were, like, exactly the same way. Except my mom, my dad and I were like, we got something to live for here. My mom and Kate's mom were, like, taking photos and holding their phones out off of the bridge to take pictures of the chasm below, and, like, kids were there, like, smiling and laughing, and I'm like, man.
We don't even know the world that exists.
Yeah, exactly. Something went wrong
through-
in our evolutionary history.
Right through the membranes on the other sides of our brain.
Check it out, if I fell right now, I'd die. My ancestors fought saber-toothed tigers so I could laugh in the face of death.
The freaking holding the phone over expanses thing gets me every time, too. And I even did it myself when I was in Dublin, and I was like, what is wrong with me? Why am I doing this? This is unnecessary.
I think it's one of those, like, self-fulfilling prophecies where I can already get, like, a little shaky with heights, and then if I held my phone out, like, it would be anxiety and
plus possible monetary loss.
Yes, and then it would just be like,
inconvenience.
oh, dude, that's probably what happened to the dude on Call for Help when he broke that, like, Edison cylinder.
Oh god, that guy.
I love that guy.
I imagine he's probably in a coma somewhere from that one day.
Picks up his car keys, just like, ow, I crashed, you know? He's got to get that checked out.
You know, the funny thing about the needles, too, is it's a bit of a double-edged sword, because, like, the needle doesn't bother me, but I'm not a huge fan of the blood part.
Really?
So it's weird. Like, I'm not really worried about it, but I also don't really want to look at it either.
I'm I wouldn't say I'm weird. I'm not like one of those people who's like fascinated by blood.
Yeah.
But you know, when you give blood, they kind of put like a cover over your arm, so like you don't have to look at where the needle is. We won't make you do that. But I oftentimes will like move the cover and just be like, "Ooh, this is cool." Watch the blood like pumping into the blood bag. Doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to see it. I'll just be fine to not look at it, and then they can tell me when it's over, and I can walk away.
Similarly, like surgery, no problem. I have no concerns about surgery whatsoever. But if somebody was like, "Hey, touch this lotus pod," I'd be like,
Really?
I'd be like, "No, dude, I'm not touching that lotus pod."
It's the holes thing?
Yeah, it's the I don't have it as bad as everybody else on the internet seems to, but the lotus roots or lotus plants freak me out, man.
I thought that the holes thing was like the biggest blown out of proportion phobia. But I guess some people really do have it. Like, it's a real thing.
Don't mansplain my fear, Nick.
Just the amount of people, like, anytime there's the semblance of a hole in anything, everyone's freaking out and they're, like, warning and... I don't know. It's just... this is super not fair of me either because I don't have this...
I'm just joking.
But I just don't... I don't know it, and that one didn't register to me as a thing for whatever reason.
Wait until you get surgery, NL. It's not fun. I'm not saying it's fun. But if you were like, "Hey, touch this jellyfish," or "We're just gonna like knock you out and take one of your teeth out," or something, I'd be like, "What do I got? 25 of them anyway, right? Or 20, 32? How many teeth does an adult human have?
100.
100 teeth?
200.
200? I think you're thinking of cells. Every human body has 200 cells. Has Nick seen the lotus pod pictures? I'm sure you've seen or like the ones online. They're like, "You won't believe what this is," and it's like someone's finger, and then it has like
little, like hatchling maggots on it or something.
Yeah, that's just disgusting.
Those are hard to avoid. They show up as clickbait stuff, like in ads for some reason that I don't quite understand.
That's gotta be Photoshopped still.
Yeah, it is.
I hope so. Or the one with like the lotus pod has eyes. I'm like, I got a pretty irrational, disgust about lotus pods, but I'm pretty sure none of them have eyes. Oh my God! Please stop. All right, well, you were right.
Bringing it up freaks people out.
I don't have it as bad as some people apparently. Maggot therapy is a real thing. Yeah, I would rather not do that if possible.
What about leeches?
I think I could handle it. I just try to convince myself like I'm in another place.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been put in the position, but I don't look forward to it happening if it ever has to.
If they were like, "Hey, you got to attach this jellyfish to your skin to get the toxins out," I'd be like, "It was nice life." Look, every man has to stick to his principles at some time.
If I had to pick between the two, I'd rather have the leech than the jellyfish, oddly enough.
Dude, I'm happy to hear that. I've never actually had a leech bite, a leech attachment.
Yeah. I don't imagine it comes up all that often, unless you hang out in like ponds a lot. Or something.
Yeah, we used to, like, sometimes we had like a creek behind our school. Sometimes they'd be like, "Hey, we're gonna do it for science class. We're gonna go get some dirt from the creek."
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, "Watch out for leeches." Even just saying this, I'm like, was this in the 1920s that this happened? But it was like probably like the year 2000. They'd be like, "If anybody's got leeches, we've got salt," or whatever they use, like a match or something.
Yeah, I have no idea about the procedure of removing a leech. Doesn't sound very fun.
I think you just put salt on them and they fall off.
So like slug kind of things then.
Have you ever had a tick bite?
I have not personally, but I've seen plenty of people around me with them.
Have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, me too. Have you ever
It just happens on occasion.
You ever been stung by a bee?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, me too.
That was not that bad.
Have you ever been bitten by a snake?
No, but I have seen a rattlesnake and almost stepped on it.
Whoa, that's crazy.
It was like right by my house too.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date?
I was waiting for it to turn into song lyrics.
You wanted to make love, she wanted you to wait. You don't have to answer that.
I mean, yeah, it's true though.
But I'll just leave this uncomfortable silence here in case you choose to.
Box of toast, a box of mixed toast, and
It's biscuits.
I know.
Oh, a mixed biscuit, a box of mixed biscuits. That's really hard to say.
Yeah. And a box mixer.
A box spring of biscuits.
A box jellyfish.
Don't talk about those here.
We don't talk about jellyfish on this show.
Did you guys ever see one of those grinding machines that they use to grind up?
I have actually seen that.
Pretty gross.
Brian, do you like those machines that grind up all the jellyfish?
No, it freaks me out, man.
I thought you'd be happy because it's obliterating them.
I don't want the jellyfish to die, I just don't want them to exist.
They need to go one step further and be erased from your memory forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, don't do this. He pushed me. I almost like fell. Oh, okay. I think no, he's not dead. There, he's dead.
You all right, Fox?
I'm fine. I almost died, but I didn't.
You okay?
No, but are you all right?
Yeah, I'm glad that Nick talked now, so that I realized that Fox has become a robot, man. It's not me.
It's not just a regular robot though. It's like a demon robot.
I'm a robot.
You're a terrifying demon right now. Ah! It's a special kind of interference I've never heard before.
Dude, this is horrifying.
It's like a phase effect over your voice.
This is still happening.
No,
Yeah.
dude, shut up. You're freaking me out.
It's real scary.
What's happening?
Oh, man.
What a sound that is.
Dude, I love this. Never fix this.
You're blaming Ohm's ghost.
I haven't dropped any frames.
I don't think it's a frame issue.
I think the frames dropped you.
Yeah, there's like some electrical interference or something.
I'm just gonna watch you in case you turn into an actual demon on stream.
Yeah, just say some horrifying shit.
Jellyfish.
If I was at a cocktail party and there was like an astronaut and then a dude who worked as like the R&D department of like a plastic bag corporation,
yeah,
I'd be like, dude, tell me about the bags. I use that shit every day.
All right, that's your prerogative, I guess.
What's she gonna tell me about space that my puny human brain can understand? Oh yeah, you can really relate to when I'm out in a freaking polyester capsule like 30,000 miles away from the Earth. I can relate to the plastic bag, man. There is no question.
But you hate the plastic bags when they're sentient.
That's true, yeah. I'd be like, hey, dog, what do you think about jellyfish? And I guarantee CEO of Plastic Bag Us would be, dude, I fucking hate them. They're like my product, but
they're like
sentient.
competition.
They're going to put us out of business, yeah. It's smart plastic bags. Once you're done with them, you just throw them back in the ocean and they're recycled.
Smart bags.
Smart bags.
We're kind of like smart bags.
Then I think we could use our tractor beam as a long-range sword because the tears wouldn't die as soon as they touch an enemy, as soon as they impact an enemy. So that's really good for all the sea anemones out there, but it's also really good for me, who was not a sea anemone last time I checked. There's a couple of deep-sea creatures, I don't know what they are. So I know what a sea urchin is. A sea anemone, I have no idea. I've always thought that it looks like a spiky sea urchin. I could be wrong. Does it just look like a snail or a little like a aquatic jelly? That could be the case. What is abalone? Abalone? You know what I'm talking about, perhaps. You go get like some Korean rice porridge, aka juk. They say, hey, it's got abalone in the broth, and you go, okay, that's cool. What's that? Is that a plant or something? I don't know. Some kind of weird creature that lives under the ocean. That's fine. Doesn't really bother me. It's pretty delicious. That was like a thing that definitely happened like at the daycare where I was at. We're just like, hey, I mean, he didn't do it much. You'd just be like, check it out, and then you'd eat some grass. You'd be like, well, gross. You'd be like, yeah, it's grass.
I've eaten dandelion leaves because they taste like lemon. They're actually quite good.
I don't think I've done that because dandelions kind of gross me out, but I've heard tell of it.
What about a dandelion's gross?
It's just the fact that it's too many things on it, you know? Like,
so sunflower seeds freak you out too?
No, because that's one at a time, man.
Well, they're one at a time, just smaller.
Yeah,
But you don't eat the head of the dandelion. You eat the 2 green leaves at the bottom.
Dandelions are... I'm just saying dandelions are gross. Like, yo, a jellyfish, you know, tentacle doesn't bother me, but the jellyfish itself bothers me.
I don't get this argument.
I don't like dandelions, okay? Because there's a lot of... There's a lot of dandies on it, or whatever they're called.
All the things for you to not like. It's so specific.
They're a weed that wild animals piss on. Yeah, how do you feel about that shit, Nick? Enjoy your dandelion leaves.
Yeah, I mean, if I ate some animal piss, I guess I wouldn't have been too happy about that. Fair enough.
I used to eat my own shit when I was a kid. No, I don't buy that. That's one step too far. I don't know why we, as an industry, we've got to be so concerned with this game's better than this game. Oh, fuck, my jellyfish. This game's better than this game. This game's better than this game. Can't we just enjoy the games, man? Instead, it's got to be like, oh, usually Skyrim's better than Dark Souls. I remember when I was 4 years old. There's like an undercurrent of disrespect that just goes through it, man. NL, please explain the fear of jellyfish. Well, I don't think it needs an explanation, you know? Like, a fear of heights, you could fall and die. A fear of jellyfish, you know, Portuguese man-o-war stings you, you're in hell. You're dead. But really, it is like it's an irrational fear because I've never encountered jellyfish, or at least not consistently encountered jellyfish in my life. But, I don't know, they just sort of gross me out. Yeah, exactly. Melanie's EZZ's got it. They're all squidgy and shit. They are super squidgy, and they don't have a brain, but they do brain-like things, like move to where food is and stuff like that. It's like a thinking plastic bag. Your chances of dying via jellyfish are really low. Well, you know, pretty much anywhere in the world, your chances of dying to freaking, you know, a spider bite are pretty low. But nobody has, like, an irrational fear of cardiovascular disease that actually kills, like, 1/3 of North Americans. Everybody's like, oh no, I'm scared of flying in an airplane. I'm scared of jellyfish. It's a fault of the human brain. Nobody's like, shit, dude, if I keep eating like this and living this sedentary lifestyle, I might die in 10 years, or, well, maybe 30 or 40 years. But everybody's like, oh no, instead, let's get real freaked out about that, you know, dying in a home invasion or something. I'm scared of sharks, even though they've only killed like 5 people. The shark thing, like, I'm not afraid of sharks, but I understand that anything that is under the water is more scary to me, because you can't see it, man. When I went to Scotland, there were skins of jellyfish that washed up on the beach. They were all gooey and shit. See? Like, they're all gooey and shit. Why would you not be afraid of that, man? Yeah, exactly. You're more likely to die in an accident on the road, but everyone... Well, not everyone. A lot of people are like, I don't want self-driving cars. Ain't no robot ever gonna drive my car. I'm scared of the darkness that resides within the souls or the bosoms of mortal men. What? Frostbite spider? You wouldn't. Alright, easy enough. Oh, what the heck, man? It's a big frostbite spider. I can't wait till he sees the frostbite jellyfish. I don't buy it, man. I don't buy it. What's going on in here? Wait, no. No frostbite jellyfish. Mysterious note. That's not what I'm looking for. I know you said just go speak with Gabriella, okay? Wait 2 freaking seconds. First stuff. Fuck that lamp. Alright, what's up, Gabriella?
I've been waiting for you. Your next contract awaits, as I'm sure Astrid indicated. With the Emperor's arrival in Skyrim now a certainty, his security service, the Penitus Oculatus, will need to...
Are you hearing this?
Immediately. Security is being handled by a Commander Morrow, and once he is dead,
What is that
there's
sound?
evidence on his body implicating him in a plot to kill the Emperor.
Alright, yeah, hail Sithis or whatever. Hail Mathis.
Outpost at Dragonbridge. It is a special token to be given to Olava the Feeble in Whiterun.
Somebody's
Olava is
eating
an old and dear friend,
fucking
and a
Doritos over
powerful
here.
seer.
I can't look, it's killing me! Is it a spider?
It's an opportunity one should not pass up.
Okay, wait till it makes the sound. Wait till...
Walk in Gaius Morrow's shadow and deliver to him the judgment of Sithis.
Is this guy over here? What's going on with this guy? I really don't understand, but anyway, okay, let's go. Wait, hold up. Let's go to books. This guy was already dead. I didn't murder him. I don't have time to think about the dangers. The truth must be known. Oh, there's a mole. Whoa! What the fuck? Yo, oh, okay, I'm actually getting the heebie-jeebies a little bit. This is a dead spider resurrected. Stay in his blind spot. What?
Gaius Morrow still... I'm surprised. I had assumed you were more competent.
I don't know how to feel about this spider right now. It's freaking me out, man. Spider inside of my dreams. I'm not really like freaked out by spiders. It was more like the fact that this thing is dead and then back to life that scared me a little bit. I don't know why. I don't know why in particular that triggers my anxiety. It's like, I don't like when things move when they don't have a brain. It's like, either get a brain or stand still. Like, you should be a rock or like an animal. But instead, this is like a dead creature that's moving around. I don't like it. They're not called zombies, they're called freakers. Exactly. That's my... Are you afraid of Mathis then? That's scary, man. That's... Don't even talk to me about a freaker Mathis. That's my favorite, like, video game trope. Yo. You think this is just a zombie game? Nah, man. These are the infected. They behave exactly like zombies, but they have a different genesis for their behavior. It's extremely necrophobic. I'm disappointed in you. Yeah, all I'm saying is I just don't want those freaking grayskins walking around in our cities. Jellyfish creep me out for the exact same reason. I knew it wasn't just me. Like, jellyfish, that's why jellyfish freak me out, is because they don't have a brain, but they, like, exhibit somewhat complex behavior, which I don't like. What time is Game of Thrones on? Because people were like, hey, do you want to record Overwatch after Game of Thrones? And I didn't want to lose my nerd cred by admitting that I had no idea when it actually airs. Yo, did you see this? Okay! That, I thought it was a glitch. It was not a glitch. It was a mud crab. What do turtles dream
thoughts.
of when they take a little turtle snooze? Do they dream of Marlin seashells or Halle Berry in her turtle woman suit? Don't you worry, you pretty turtle head. We're gonna get you home to Splinter in his cozy sewer bed.
Where the okay, alright,
Then
alright.
we're gonna find your best friend, Casey Jones, and then he's gonna give you a big hug.
I'm out of here! What?
Turtles eat jellyfish? That's awesome. I didn't know turtles eat jellyfish. They should make more of those then.
See you in hell.
I heard jellyfish, they multiply so ferociously that sometimes they'll just clog up the turbines in dams and stuff.
I've heard that before as well.
They gotta unleash some turtles in there.
Yeah, jellyfish are
they've
pretty
got,
fucked up.
It's like the box jellyfish in California. I think it's California, are like so bad that they've got machines.
How bad are they?
They've got these machines that literally are designed to just shred up like hundreds of jellyfish a day.
And then, yeah, but the joke's on us because then we find out that's how they reproduce by splitting into more jellyfish.
Yeah.
So we're actually causing the problem we're trying to solve.
Good move.
Dams or freshwater, jellyfish or saltwater? Well, whatever it is, there's fans and jellyfish get stuck in them. I don't know where the fans are.
They're in Germany mostly. Oh, fuck.
They're in Germany mostly.
They are in Germany. Mostly.
Got a big German demographic
Get
on
to
the
swing
YouTube.
my ding-a-ling quick enough there.
Yeah,
I actually do have a decent German demographic.
I thought you were going to say
that's
I have a
weird.
decent ding-a-ling.
I actually do have a decent ding-a-ling.
Deal or No Deal is basically like primetime television's version of pick a number between 1 and 10. What in the... Oh, that's an uneasy feeling in my stomach. Yo, why's it always gotta be jellyfish, man? NL, when you were at the Vancouver Aquarium, did you see any jellyfish? Oh, hell yeah. The Vancouver Aquarium is all about jellyfish. They have like a fucking, you know, jelly corner, as Nick will attest to. And there's like a little jelly spot. Everybody gets their pictures taken next to the jellies. Doesn't bother me, but it's not my favorite place in the world. The aquarium in general is pretty dope, though.
My cat has gotten himself stuck inside of a Walmart bag.
What?
Oh,
You
that's sad.
should free him.
He's just running around. No, he's like stuck in the hooks, just running around with it on him.
In the hooks?
In the hooks of the Walmart bag?
The loops,
The handles.
whatever.
Okay,
Yeah, they're handles,
if
they're
you're
not
talking about-
hooks.
If you're putting hooks in your cat,
I just
man.
picked a random shape. Right.
They're not hooks.
They're definitely not hooks.
At the end of the last Saw movie, when the guy pierces his pectoral muscles to lift up to try to let his girlfriend out of the freaking flambe machine, those are hooks.
The Harambe machines.
Free your cat out of the hooks.
We should be in a Saw movie.
No.
I
No,
really
what-
don't want to
what-
do that.
Why are you agreeing to that so freely, Rob? Like, he didn't tell you if you were the Saw or the
Rob's
Saw.
just
what
up for an
happens if you
adventure.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's all about the story. If you make it out, that'll be the best story of your life.
Yeah, I mean, for me, he'd definitely be like, you know, the key to unlock yourself is inside of this tub of poisonous jellyfish. I mean, oh, fuck. Guess
No,
it's
it's
dying,
like
man.
worse than that even. They put the key in your stomach attached to a fishing hook, and they put these needle piercing things all around your head, and every time you make a noise while you're pulling the fishing hook out, the needles get closer.
See, would you do that? Like, if you had to do the thing where you
Hell
had to, like,
no, I
play-
don't want to do that!
To
That's
answer
what
your
I'm-
question, no.
Yeah, like you'd just let it kill you, right? Because I'd just be like, you know what? It's not worth it. I don't really like life that much.
Oh, you know, if it was that or
I thought the option was I
That
could
was
just
close.
not be in the trap at all, because
Oh,
then I would
no,
rather
yeah,
prefer
I mean-
that.
I would probably try to keep myself alive, I think.
I don't think I'd like slice myself open for a key, like, you know.
But-
I had a good run.
You know, there's like 7 Saw movies. Was there ever a Saw prisoner who was just like, you know what? That sounds horrible. I'm just not gonna do it. It seems like all of the Saw prisoners are always like, man, this sucks, but I'm gonna like give it a shot. Surely
Yeah.
there had to be one dude who was like, you want me to slice open my eyeball to get out of here? No, I'm not gonna do it, you know? Kill me. You might as well just fucking kill me. Jigsaw's like, well, you sure, you know, your son's not gonna have a father.
It's a fun game. Don't you want to play it?
Okay. A lot of the time, there's a secondary person or more involved, which sort of takes the choice away. There have been plenty, though, that you're right, it was just the individual person. But yeah, it's usually more complicated than that, or there's multiple people whose lives are on the line.
There's a lot of good tier bonuses going on here, too. You know, we're firing quickly. I don't think so. It's bouncing off the walls. They're doing good damage, and they're freezing the enemy on occasion, at which point Sack Dagger finishes the job. And we got pretty good, like, raw stats, I think, to begin with. You know, as Big Boy said in the classic Outcast jam, Roses, no go on the raw sex, my AIDS test is flawless. Regardless, we don't want to get involved with all the lawyers and judges, just to hold grudges in the courtroom. I want to see your support brought before I support you. And then, of course, you know, I know you like to think, yo, shit don't stink, but lean a little bit close. Big Boy, a lot of his songs, and I am a big fan of Sir Luscious Left Foot, as he likes to be called on occasion. I think he may have an underlying attitude problem as it relates to women. And I'm not trying to call him out, But a lot of his songs are about ladies trying to trick him into having unprotected sex. Like, I mean, there's the aforementioned Roses. And then in International Players Anthem by UGK, you know, RIP PIMPC, featuring Andre 3000 as well, he says, any many decisions with precision I pick or make my selection on who I choose to be with. Girl, don't touch my protection. I know you want it to slip, but slipping is something I don't do. Tipping for life. And then a cash register sound goes off. And then he says, that's like making it rain every month on schedule. Let me tell you, get your parasol umbrella, cause you're gonna get wetter. Better prepare you for the sea support. That's child support. She's supposed to spend it on that baby, but we see she don't. Ask Paul McCartney. The lawyers couldn't stop me. And then it's like, slaughter him and take his head and tie it to a rock. Something like that. Anyway, does this happen to Big Boy on a regular basis in real life? Like, maybe, you know, I'm not half of the ATLians, you know? Maybe when Big Boy gets with a lady, she's like, you know, I've got this master plan. Mid-coitus, reach down, slip off the condom, take him for all he's worth in court. I don't live in that world, so I don't know if that's something that he's got to be deflecting on a regular basis. I'm a married man. I do work in the entertainment industry. Kind of a big deal. Maybe not quite on the same degree, but I don't know. Afterbirth Plus comes out soon, so who knows, right? But, I mean, is it a genuine thing? Or do you think that people in Big Boy's life are just like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, everybody's got their own weird paranoia, right? Like, I don't like jellyfish. I'm not around jellyfish on a regular basis. It's not like I have a reason to be scared of it, but I don't think I'd define, like, my rap identity about jellyfish. That'd be weird, right? I wouldn't really be that into that. So it's just, I mean, he does have reckless intercourse in a lot of his songs. Like, you know, in The Art of Storytelling, Part 2. I'm trying to think of that. I went to the crib and called her, but she lost me. My baby mama beat me 7 o'clock. It's gonna cost me, but I still want to cut her, though. Maybe she had to work when he says cut her. This is intercourse. I caught her at the mall wearing a real tight skirt. She was fine as fuck. I wanted to sex the hoe up. She said, let's hit the parking lot so I can sick yo duck. I said, cool. I really wanted to cut you, but this'll do. I gotta pick up my daughter because my baby mama beat me too. See, this is what makes me think that this is like some slice of life realism from Big Boy, but you can call me Anton, you know? Like, if it would have just been grandiosity after, like, you know, conquest after conquest, you'd be like, Big Boy, this is unbelievable. But because of the fact that he cuts in, like, you know, and this time I'm not talking about intercourse, I'm talking about a lyric. He cuts in, you know, I gotta pick up my daughter because my baby mama beat me too. She said she understood and everything was kosher. I gave her a little Will CD and a fucking poster. It's like that now. It's like that now. You better go and get the hump about your back now. This dude is putting on his condoms with a lock and key, a fingerprint scanner, a retinal optical consensual sexual protection device. I had a lot of fun this episode. Not necessarily crushing it. Oh god, water spiders. So gross. Dude, I hate water. Like, I mean, obviously I love that, you know, we can live with water. That's pretty cool. Like, I really like that my body is composed of like 65 or 75% water. That's neat as well. But like, at the same time, anything that lives in the water can get fucked. I love seafood. I say that as someone who loves seafood, sincerely. But, like, water, insects, a lot of animals, like paramecium and stuff like that freak me out, dude. Jellyfish, obviously. Something, like, they're not made for this world. It's like the closest thing we have to aliens on planet Earth. People are like, oh, man, I'm really, you know... What do you think the aliens are gonna do if they, like, land on Earth? You think they'll be nice, or you think they're gonna be jerks about everything? Just as long as they don't look like water spiders, I'm sure I'll be able to find a happy medium.
WA36.
I really don't like when the seed is not the same size on both of the rows.
It throws the whole run off.
You know, it's like we're missing one character there on the bottom row.
Like, if they made planes that way, they couldn't fly, probably.
That's exactly correct by all known laws of aviation.
Wait, that's what I was gonna say. Is that true? We know they couldn't fly because bees can fly and they're not supposed to.
Is that... Has anyone ever actually done the research on that? Because I actually thought that, like, by all known laws of aviation, bees should totally be able to fly.
Well, maybe
they're not
there's
very
unknown
aerodynamic
laws.
looking.
They got,
They're,
like...
they're also going extinct, aren't they? So, I mean, they can't be doing everything right.
Well, there's different kind of bees. Or I think we're talking about bumblebees, or are we talking about regular bees?
I was talking about Africanized killer bees.
Yeah.
Oh. Aren't they
That we're
not
supposed
going
to
extinct?
Yeah, they're gonna kill us all. They're gonna make us go extinct.
They're doing the opposite of going
I
extinct.
can
They're
never
proliferating.
remember. Are
Do they get
endangered
cunning too?
species... Are they species that we're dangerous to, or species that are dangerous to us? Because they're always like, hey, the great white shark is an endangered species. And I'm like, well, if it catches you in the water, absolutely.
Wait, say that first bit again? What are you confused about?
See, the premise of the joke was that I have lived my whole life under the premise that endangered species are dangerous to us rather than vice versa.
I thought it was an actual question, so I misunderstood.
Well, the guise of it being an actual question was the engine used to propel the joke slightly further. But it was merely a ruse.
If you didn't understand that, like, great white sharks were dangerous to you, then I don't know what to tell you.
See, you're tilting the joke again.
But you also think jellyfish are incredibly dangerous to you, so I guess I don't know.
No, they are scary, man.
Thank you.
Anything is scary in the water.
Dude, I had a conversation with Dan about
That's not
this
true.
today.
Rubber ducks.
They can be scary.
If
I was swimming...
sea creature.
Look, I mean, I don't know how many times I've been over this. Jellyfish are not, like, scary because of the fact that they're, like, in the water.
They don't look as scary, but...
They look... I think they look scary. But
Really?
it's mostly that they have no brain, but they respond as if they have a brain. It's like if somebody removed a brain from, like, your friend, and then your friend was still walking around, you know, eating poutine or something like that, you'd be like, that's unholy. That's an abomination. That's how I feel about jellyfish.
You don't think they're kind of majestic looking in the water?
Absolutely not.
You ever seen when they wash up on the beach and they're all, like, bioluminescent? That looks amazing.
No, that's just organic garbage.
They're just squids made out of more love.
I don't like
or
big
less love,
squids
maybe.
either.
Yeah, they're
I
kind of
prefer
creepy.
jellyfish to squid.
Where did your hate of water come from? I don't hate water. I hate deep sea creatures. Water is like a clear pool. I got no problem swimming in a clear ass pool. It doesn't bother me at all. Would you swim in a pond? I've swam in ponds before when I was younger and stupider. Now, I mean, if I like fell into a pond and I had to swim to live, no problem. However, oh hey, what's up, dude? However, now I would be like, I'm probably getting bitten by leeches like non-stop. Here's the thing. If you get caught by a jellyfish, you're in their fucking world. I'm never gonna outmaneuver a jellyfish underwater. You see them on land, they fucked up, they're in your world. I don't want to be in their world. How about hot springs with brain-eating bacteria? Look. You gotta choose what to be afraid of. Sharks and spiders for me? See, for me, for whatever reason, shark doesn't scare me. At least, like, the thought of a shark doesn't scare me. If I saw one in the water, I'm pretty sure I'd be like, oh, fuck. You know? But sharks don't scare me at all. Spiders, I find, you know, like a little, I guess if I saw, like, a spider kind of skitter across, I'd be like, oh, that's, like, a little startling, but I'm not, like, scared if I, like, see a spider in, like, a video or something like that. I'm not like, oh, big spiders. But even just, like, thinking of jellyfish, I'm, like, not interested. Centipedes? Centipedes are pretty gross, but in, where I went to university, I mean, the houses there, pretty old, right? And also, like, not necessarily that well taken care of because, you know, college kids are fairly liable to destroy them anyway. But we used to have these things called ghetto bugs, colloquial name, that were basically just, like, mega centipedes. Seen a few of those in my day, killed a couple, ushered a few more out of the household. Pretty nasty, but for the most part, I'm not that weirded out by bugs. I mean, for some of that actually scared the shit out of me. I thought that was like a Venus flytrap underwater or something. For some of the labs, like in university, we had to like, one lab was like, hey, check it out. You're gonna like get a locust, and you're gonna dissect it, and you're gonna take its body parts, and you're gonna like do this analysis on it to see, please, do this analysis on it to see what its like metabolites are, and then, oh, there's a cave entrance down here, I see. And then you're gonna take another locust, and you're gonna put it like upside down in a garbage can, and just beat the shit out of it with a yardstick to make it aggravated, and then you're gonna dissect it and see how its metabolites change. So we had to like go, you know, we had to touch these insects, dissect them. I ain't that worried about it. We had to touch them barehanded. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me too much. It's not my idea of a good time, but we didn't beat the shit out of the locust. We put the locust in a garbage can and then beat the shit out of the garbage can.
Do you guys like butterflies?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Why would they got paper wings? I don't like it.
Why would you dislike them though?
Because they're weird. They're like,
is it because they're super fragile?
Yes, that it actually like they shouldn't. By all known laws of aviation, like a butterfly should not be able to fly. They're weird when they touch you as well. Like, don't touch me, weird butterfly.
When they give you kisses.
Yeah, it's butterfly kisses.
I don't understand though. Like, you didn't like in first grade we raised monarch butterflies to release.
Yeah, but
them,
you went to like I don't know, fucking Dr. Doolittle's private academy or something. That we've established.
In middle school.
Did you say noodle school?
Noodle school. Yeah.
Hey, someone's talking about noodle school. It's me, Marcus Aurelius.
I really like the sound of noodle school.
Yeah, that you know, I was classmates with Raynad. It was great.
I'm sure that they have a noodle school, right? Like, there's gotta be at least one.
Who the hell doesn't like butterflies? Well, do you like moths? Because a butterfly is just a pretty moth.
Yeah, exactly.
Moths are tolerable sometimes.
I disagree. I hate them.
I don't like moths either. Moths like freak me out because they go to flap, 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 flap.
Yeah.
You know they have silver blood?
Really?
Yeah, for real. It
That's
looks like
weird.
like liquid tinfoil when you hit them.
Ew.
It's really strange. I didn't know anything had silver blood. That's like some predator shit.
Yeah, maybe it's like a, well, actually the predator has green blood.
I just mean it's an exotic color of blood.
They're called Ewatches.
What the fuck is Nick? Nick's the little nipple.
I heard Seattle is Spider Central is what I was gonna say. Which I'm actually fine with. I don't love spiders, but I'm not a person that I would say is afraid of spiders. I'm not particularly perturbed by spiders. When I see them, if Kate's like, get rid of that spider, I'm like, alright, I can get rid of it. I'm not gonna, you know, have a panic attack from touching that spider. Jellyfish, if there was like a jellyfish on the floor in our living room, I'd be like, we have to move. First we have to burn the place down, and then we have to move, because it's not that one jellyfish. Cognitively, I can handle one jellyfish. If I was like, if I touch this jellyfish, I'll never have to see another jellyfish again. No problem, you know? I'd suck it up, but it's the idea that if there was one jellyfish that made it into the, you know, living room, how many jellyfish are there that I'm unaware of, and what are they gonna do? Like, are they... I'm gonna be going to bed at night thinking of jellyfish. First thought when I wake up, is there a jellyfish there? Like, it's gonna be Jellyfish Central, dude. It's not a good environment for me to live near jellyfish. I can eat jellyfish, no problem, and I have. Rarely, but more than once. Touching a jellyfish? Not really interested, to be honest. I'll pass. Hunger Games? No thanks. I'm still full from the jellyfish that I ate earlier. That's a joke, obviously, because you ain't getting filled up on jellyfish. Let's be honest. Each jellyfish, like, its whole body weighs, like... Unless we're talking about, like, a Portuguese man-o-war. What does a jellyfish weigh? Like, 8 grams? If you could wipe out, like, any animal from Earth, what would you wipe out? Assuming it had, like, no ecological... yeah.
Mosquitoes.
I think everyone would answer.
Alright, we're all on the mosquito train.
Yeah, fuck mosquitoes.
Oh?
Like,
dude, you live
guess
in
so.
Florida. You should hate mosquitoes more than any of us, I think.
I had them real bad in Long Island too.
ugh.
Like I feel like I hate other stuff more.
Like what?
Dude,
like a
what?
crocodile?
A lot of things. I don't know. I'm trying
What
to
kind of answer?
Yeah, you gotta have at least one.
like ants. Get rid of ants, all of them.
I don't know, man.
Ants. You know what? I don't
bummer.
disrespect that answer.
I don't think it's a bad answer.
I live on the East Coast, so ants aren't really a big problem.
Humans. I like that.
Well, like, for the first world, mosquitoes are, like, really annoying, and I hate them. And then for the third world, they literally murder thousands of people every year. So, like, you know, like, all things considered, they seem like...
That's a
overall
consensus,
pretty
like, #1 choice.
Yeah.
Termites aren't a bad answer, too. I think anything that has evolved the ability to not see is just stupid.
I hate termites after California. That was my first termite experience.
That was awful.
You guys ever
What?
experience silverfish? Oh, what the hell is this?
What is wrong with you?
I've never seen this before.
What are they?
They're like
little bugs.
yeah, they're little bugs, and they like eat your clothes, and they look super gross.
Oh.
They have actually like the worst picture on Wikipedia of
Really?
anything I've ever seen.
Now you've reminded me of earwigs, and I want to get
Also
rid of those
bad,
too.
yeah.
You know what Jess hates, actually, bug-wise? Is, are moths.
I don't
And
like moths.
I'm not,
Yeah,
like... I'm not, like...
Bye.
I'm not, like, too high on them, but I'm not... Oh, I got hit by a cannonball!
Can we just get rid of bugs? How about all the bugs? Get rid of them.
I would be
Every
very
bug?
okay with that.
I would be super okay with that.
I don't think I've ever had a pleasant bug experience, really. Outside of ladybugs, those are pretty cool.
Like
Butterflies are sweet.
ecologically, I get that they're important, but I've never seen a bug and been like, "Oh, sick, a bug."
Yeah.
No, chat. You gotta remember, there's no consequences. Obviously, bugs are important, but this is without like.
Yeah, we said there's no consequences.
Birds would just find something else to eat.
You would lose out
Like grass.
on caterpillars, butterflies, and ladybugs. But
I
I think
don't.
I'm willing
I
to
think
make that
butterflies are
sacrifice.
weird too, man.
Butterflies are a little weird,
they're
but they're
harmless.
No, I think I'm not. It's not that I'm scared of jellyfish. Hello. It's that I'm
No,
scared of
you
like.
stabbed me.
I'm scared of thin animals. So like a butterfly's wings are so thin. I'm like,
You must hate daddy long legs.
yeah. Like biologically, I'm like, you shouldn't work. It shouldn't be able to work like that. Or does
I
that?
hate bugs that just. Because here's the thing. Bugs have 99.9% of the world to just do whatever they want. They can fly, most
Yeah,
of them.
that's
anyway.
true.
Yeah.
And they're small, so even the ones on the ground, they got space. And yet they choose to use that space on you. It's like,
Yeah.
you know what? I can fly. I'm not going to fly in this dude's face because I'm a bug and I don't give a shit. And then they die.
Actually, that's the worst when you have those little tiny like fruit flies, like the really tiny ones. But
Yeah.
like, for some reason, they were evolved to think, hey, let me fly into this giant's mouth. Why would that be? That's just so annoying. And like, why would that be what they want to do?
Yeah, that's fair. Illness is weird, man. This is like a recurring theme in Northernlion videos, but we as a species are so smart. Like, people, you know, they'll tweet about it. Humans are so dumb, lol. Pile of responsibility that'll cause me stress if I don't tackle it. Picture of Drake doing the no face. Episode 35 of a TV show I don't like that much. Drake doing the yeah face. I understand. But our brains are actually, like, so good. And we have filled them with so much knowledge. But our bodies are the same pieces of trash that got us to the top of the food chain in the first place, you know? Like, we're still meat. Doesn't it freak you out? We get infected by other creatures. When you're ill, it's not... I think people have this idea that, like, bacteria is like... Oh, you know, bacteria is just like bacteria. It's a thing on Earth that infects you. It's like bad dirt. My dude, that's other species' genes. Not other species, you know, like other domains. More, well, okay, let's not get into this. Either way, the thing is, it's another animal. And that animal is like, you know what? I've evolved to live inside of you and, like, use your resources for my own. I am being colonized right now
by an alien life form. And people go, oh, that's what, oh, you got the sniffles? Just go to work anyway. Even though you're currently being invaded by a foreign species. So say if you were like, hey, you got mushrooms growing in your lungs, you would be like, that's actually freaking disgusting. Please don't talk to me like that. If you're like, oh, you got a virus there on the back of your throat, people would be like, yeah, that's just normal. I don't feel that bad. They're trying to take your carbon. That's crazy, man. The robot bodies, like, literally cannot come soon enough. We are meat that is going bad. It freaks me out from time to time. People, like, you know, they stub their toe when it hurts. And they go, oh, the human body is such a flawed premise. Nah, dude. It's the fact that, like, roughly once or twice a year, bacteria goes, all right, it's time for our yearly invasion. And then they don't succeed. They go like, we'll be back next time. And they are. And they're stronger. No matter how comfortable your life is, never forget, you are in a constant war with other life forms, not even human beings, for the limited chemical resources on planet Earth. And the bacteria want them, man. They want them real bad. I mean, they don't know what wanting is because they're, you know, they don't really, I mean, they're single-celled organisms. They don't really have like a brain or desires or anything. How do you know? Have you ever asked the bacteria what it wants? So yeah, like never forget that, you know, we're basically like electrified meat. It friggin' weirds me out. It doesn't weird me out that often, I guess, but I get the same kind of feeling when I, you know, think of what a jellyfish is. I'm like, it's a plastic bag with neurons. Kind of blows my mind. And I think about us, and I'm like, I'm just like 40 steaks. I'm 40 steaks in a saltwater bath with the electricity pumping through them from time to time. You gotta think, man, are we gonna go to the curse room here? It's amazing how quickly you can just pivot. From having an existential crisis to like, okay, how are we gonna make this daily work?
Watch these robots, though, as they come to place the stone.
No, I hate it.
Look at them.
It looks like, have you seen The Abyss?
Yeah.
It looks like the alien from The Abyss.
Oh yeah, you do not like jellyfish, do you?
Well, I mean, like, I'm not pathologically afraid of jellyfish, but like...
Okay.
Did you see the video the other day on Reddit, Ryan, of the octopus hunting down the crab in the middle of the water? You're just kind of like circling it.
I did not.
Oh, you'd like it. Terrifying.
Jaws is fun. I like Jaws.
Yeah, it seemed like a good
I'm
ride.
so scared of underwater creatures.
Dude,
You
it's
should
like
not
a...
play Subnautica.
Yeah, legitimate fear.
I have a bit, and then I just have to stop because it's so scary.
I still haven't finished it. I put in like 35 hours. I'm right at the very, very end.
I'm not afraid of underwater creatures, but I understand why people would be, because there's some freaky fucking shit down there.
Yeah, it's like
deep
an
water,
alien planet.
and then like just not being able to see around you 360 degrees, and then something could come up from below you and just swallow you at any point that's like super huge or something.
Yeah.
There's just so much space.
There's a fish that's down at the bottom of the ocean. I swear to God, it's made by Corsair. The thing has like RGB rainbow lighting. It's just a tube with a rainbow inside of it that's always fluctuating. It's so pretty.
That is great.
Yeah. The ocean's fucking weird, man. Got some weird shit down there.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like anything about it. I don't like seaweed.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't bother me when I was a kid. Every year for my friend's birthday party, his dad had like a house on the lake, and we'd go swim, and we'd be like, "Oh, cool, sea garbage is touching me. This is a lot of fun." And now as an adult, I'm like, as an adult, I'm like, just put me in a wetsuit, like wrap me up. I don't want to go down there anymore.
That's delicious, though.
You'll eat it though, right?
I don't like the taste of seaweed that much, to be honest.
The little squares in the miso are so good.
Nah, I don't really like that much. I have no problem with it if it's like used in a sushi roll, but like, I don't really like the taste of seaweed overall.
I enjoy eating just like packaged dried seaweed that's
Yeah,
salted.
I like that.
It's delicious. It's got the texture of
like
dead
flavors
skin.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not. I didn't want to think about it having that.
It basically does.
Where's my dude?
I lived by the beach when I was a kid, and I guess I got over a lot of those water phobias. But like seeing a jellyfish on the beach always kind of freaked me out.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's like this glassy spot, and you're not really sure why until you get closer, and you're like, oh, that's not ice. Not that I expected it to be ice, but it looked like it from a distance.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you want to kind of like poke it a little bit for some reason, but then you just don't. You leave it alone.
What's the current state of like the box jellyfish, massacre in the ocean that's going on?
Oh, hopefully it's all over with.
Yeah, because I don't know, right? Like, what's happening? Like, are they still
They've
grinding
redoubled
up?
and they're stronger than ever, I think is where we're at now.
I don't know, but these Chinese ladybug beetles are taking my house
Yeah,
over.
I agree with that, and also want to die. I can't handle any more of that.
They're in every room. I look and I find one, and I'm like, at this point, and even an exterminator's gonna miss some. They're in every crevice and facet of my house.
Their endless time release is the thing. Every day, another 15 of them come out in my window. I vacuum them all up, and then an hour later, there's another 10. And it goes that way until by the end of the day, it's dark out, there's like one every hour. And then in the morning, it starts over again.
Whenever it warms up here, for me, it'll get cold, and they'll all go like hibernate, and then it'll warm up, and it'll just be like The Exorcist, but ladybug lookalikes.
There's no way to finish it. I don't know how to kill them all.
I want to like genetically create some kind of bug that hunts them down systematically and then dies because it can't nourish itself besides killing them, but then maybe it'll evolve and become some kind of like super freak bug that wipes out all of our insects and fucks the ecosystem up in North America.
This happened in a Guillermo del Toro movie. And I forget what it's called, but this exact thing happened. I swear to you. Someone in chat's gonna know. They genetically engineered something to like kill all the cockroaches in New York City or something, and then it made it down into the sewer and started like reproducing. Mimic, that's it, yeah.
Oh,
Mimic.
right, yeah.
Based on a true story, right?
Yep. Have you ever tried jellyfish? I have eaten jellyfish. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I'm not like afraid of eating it, despite what you might be thinking. I'm not afraid. You're afraid. I still don't really like tomatoes.
Weird. You don't like mushrooms either.
I've been trying, because that's, I mean, you know that above all else, I desire to be taken seriously. That's like my number one sin.
Mushrooms are a very serious vegetable.
They're an adult vegetable. You go to like nice restaurants and they're like, hey, we made you like some mushrooms that we foraged ourselves from the wilds of the Fraser Valley.
Yeah.
I die.
Wild truffle risotto.
I eat mushrooms, but I never really enjoy it. I eat them hoping that, once I eat like my 400th mushroom, it'll just click for me.
Do you like the lighter or the darker mushrooms?
I'll tell you, my least favorite kind of mushrooms are the enoki mushrooms that come in a huge alien bundle. Those ones...
Are those the like really long white ones?
Yes.
I think I like those too. I don't think there's any mushroom I don't like.
I find those... It's a common refrain apparently, but I find those alien and disgusting. So those I will usually eat around. And then
Is
like
it a texture thing or
it's something about like it's too primal. Like the enoki mushroom, you're actually eating like 100 organisms simultaneously. But it's a fungus, so it's really like one organism, and you're eating like its whole fucking arm or something like that. I don't know. It freaks me out a little bit. But
so it's a mind thing, really.
Yeah. But then I don't mind. Like I like portobello mushrooms pretty well, and I like shiitake mushrooms, and then like button mushrooms. I'm like okay with it. Oh, you know what's the best mushroom? Lobster mushrooms.
I don't know what that is.
They kind of look like. I mean, they don't really look like a lobster. I'm trying to think. They kind of look like a piece of coral.
Ah, okay. It's one of those like a comb mushroom.
Yeah.
They're squishy, like folded looking.
Yes. It looks like a mixed martial artist's ear.
We need more vocabulary to describe mushrooms, is what I've just learned just now.
I also, like, this is not really rational, but I kind of harbor this idea that maybe, like, one day there's going to be, like, a sentient mushroom colony that's actually just going to, like, take over an entire continent or something like that.
Based on what?
Well, you never know what they're doing down there. It's based on that, really. You know, it's like when you look at a mushroom, it's, like, worse than an iceberg, right? Like, 99.9% of the mushroom's mass is under the ground, and it's all interconnected with itself. Like, if you step on the ground and there's a toadstool, you're not stepping on the ground. You're stepping on the blanket that the mushroom is using to transport nutrients throughout.
They know you're there at that point. You set off the tripwire.
It's a little weird.
Is that why you're scared of jellyfish?
It's a very similar sort of thing, I guess. It's like a...
It's more like you're afraid of their intelligence than you are them.
It is, yeah. It's like an alternate form of intelligence that freaks me out.
It's the quiet, deliberating intelligence instead of the overt intelligence.
It's like they're just killing, or just chilling. But maybe one day they could be just killing. Exactly.
That's actually a very interesting point. I never thought about the different kinds of discrete intelligence that might be displayed in plants.
Yeah, it mostly is like any animal that's, or not animal, I guess in this case, but any organism that is smart but doesn't know that it's smart is like, it freaks me the fuck out, dude, because it's like some Halo, you know, the Flood shit or something like that. It's like a biological menace that's been created to, I don't know, maybe it's just laying dormant on Earth, and then one day it's like, you ate all the morels, and like, though it just swallows up Europe or something like that.
I get it. It's like you don't understand when it's going to be set off, and it might be smart in ways you can't counter.
That's the thing.
Because it's like a completely different angle than you're used to.
It's like an alien that already lives here.
Huh. You give me some really interesting perspective to think about on mushrooms. I'm still going to eat them and all, but like...
Yeah, I'm still going to like try to eat them too. It's like Toad's basilisk, though. It's like now that you've been aware of the intelligence potential of mushrooms, like you have to stop eating them. Otherwise, if they ever rise to, you know, species dominance, I am dead.
No!
What about trees? Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Well, I don't know. I kind of feel like we have, and this is, well, we don't eat trees, I guess is where it comes down to. It's just something weird. I feel like I'm cheating by, like, eating something that could be smart, I guess.
What's alive here?
Although I'd rather eat a jellyfish than touch one. I don't know.
Oh, I don't want to eat one of those. They seem like you just be eating a wet paper bag.
They're not
plastic bag.
They're not tasty, but, you know, I have had jellyfish sushi, and it's like, you know,
They have any flavor?
Not really. It's not your favorite piece of sushi in the combo, I'll tell you that much.
I figured the best case would be that it would be bitter.
It's
and
like,
some people are into that. I don't know.
It's just, I mean, it's kind of like spongy, I guess would be a word.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It tastes like raw fish, right?
I figured fatty, gelatinous flavor.
Yeah, to be honest, I have no idea what a jellyfish is comprised of. Like, if it's chitin.
Yeah, what is that protein that it's made out of exactly?
I got no idea. Beats me, man.
Some kind of plastic bag protein.
It's a good point. It's jelly. That's why over here we call them jamfish.
Did you guys ever see that one Ed Harris movie where they're underwater?
Yes, The Abyss.
The Abyss.
That is a good movie.
I like The Abyss.
Wait, is that the one I'm thinking of? They all get super paranoid at one point and they start killing each other?
That is Sphere.
Where's that Sphere? Oh, that is
yeah,
Sphere.
That's Sphere. Yeah, that one's Sphere.
The Abyss is the one where James Cameron allegedly almost let his actors drown on set in order to get a real reaction out of them.
That's much to do.
Well, there was that one terrifying scene, which I'm sure was actually not great for you, Ryan, where that lady gets murdered by a bunch of jellyfish.
Dude, maybe that was what actually caused my anxiety, because I did watch that movie relatively young.
Yeah. I think it could be.
It also, that's the one where Ed Harris breathes the liquid oxygen.
The perfluorocarbon.
And I absolutely hate it. Like,
you're gonna have a rough time with Ava then, because the main character is breathing in that perfluorocarbon all the time.
Maybe that's where they got the inspiration from.
So
every time.
This is actually why I brought it up. It's because of that perfluorocarbon. Because I remember.
Perfluorocarbon.
Yeah, I remember reading a long time ago that was actually the chemical, but I still, like, to this day, I'm very sure that definitely was not, right? Like, that was no way that person, that Ed Harris was breathing in water and being fine, right?
Sorry, can you say that question again?
And so in the scene where Ed Harris puts on the fish tank and it's got all the pink juice in it, and he's drinking it but also breathing oxygen.
Yeah.
I remember reading a long time ago that that he was actually doing that. Like that was.
You're
actually
saying Ed Harris literally breathed water in that scene.
I don't believe that.
I don't
That
either.
seems
Right?
highly abusive to do to an actor.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to say I don't think he did that.
I don't think he did either, but I would love to know.
Apparently, someone in chat says it's used for torture because it feels like you're drowning, but you will live.
Really?
What?
That's some absolutely.
Wait, so it's real? You can really breathe it?
That's some twisted up stuff, man.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Oh my god.
So wow. Okay, wow.
I have never played Subnautica before. I know that there's jellyfish. I know that there is a prawn suit. I know that it's a pseudo-survival game with a story. Aren't you deathly afraid of deep-sea creatures? Deathly afraid? I wouldn't say deathly afraid. I would say that I have a healthy fear. Now these, I do not like. Ma, there's a weird freaking alien outside. I can't do the impression as good as Robert, so I don't want to, like, steal his mojo on that one. But it looks like Grandma the friggin' thing. Let's do it again. Looks like Grandma the freaking thing. Hey, take the cacio pepe, please. No, bad ruins. I know. I am no longer afraid of the ocean. The ocean's afraid of me. Do you suffer from thalassophobia? No. I know what it is. I mean, I'm unsettled sometimes by, you know, the concept of enormous, you know, 100-foot squids under the surface of the ocean. But, like, you know, I think that's just a natural human reaction. I'm so sorry, my fish friends. I don't think that means I have a phobia. I think that means I'm like a sane individual. What about thanatophobia? Is that deep space? Fear of death? Not really. Not in like I am very badass sort of way, but you know. Fear of getting snapped. Heights is probably the closest thing I get to an irrational fear. But even then, like, you know, like flying doesn't bother me anymore, but being like exposed at a height, like walking across a suspension bridge or something like that, that's the kind of stuff that gets me. What about trypophobia? That's the one with the little holes, right? Like, again, it's like a lot of things on the internet where I'm like, you know, I don't like that. You know, I don't look at a picture of a lotus pod and go like, oh, that's, you know, cool. But simultaneously, I don't think I have a phobia of it. I think I just find it unpleasant to regard. You know, having a phobia is a little different than having a personality. Tons of lithium in purple jelly area. That's kind of where I am hoping I'm going, but I'm hitting up this this life pod first, and we'll see what's up. That's why I brought the beacon, is to drop it on jellyfish area. Purple polka-dotted half spheres chilling in deep areas will give you aerogel. Thank you. Even if that's an expression that scares me. Yo, there's like a base down here. Snakes don't really bother me that much, to be honest. I'm more bothered by the jellyfish. Please let me in.
The conditions in this cave support a microcosm of unique,
Well,
possibly predatory life
let me go,
forms.
please.
Detecting
I'm being
an
poisoned?
artificial structure somewhere in the region.
Dude, I had a real gamer moment yesterday at the aquarium.
Uh-oh.
No, but in like a good way. not one of those gamer moments.
That turtle really got him riled up.
we were at the aquarium, as mentioned, and you know, there's fish in the fish tank. The fish was a sturgeon, and then there were like 3 girls behind us, and one of them went, "Oh, that's a sturgeon," and then the other one went, "How'd you know that?" And she said, "I caught a bunch of them in Stardew Valley," and I was like, "Hell yeah!"
And then you called her a racial slur.
Yeah,
and then it wasn't a sturgeon.
It would, well, no, it was broken glasses and a Joja Cola. That's a Stardew Valley joke.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Do you ever think about it sucks that some animals are cute and some animals are ugly?
Yeah, no, very much so.
Yeah,
because like we were at the
definitely
aquarium.
like as a human race, we
only want to save the cute ones.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. We only want to save the cute.
Because like we're at the aquarium. First 70% of the aquarium, just fish tanks full of fish. And you're like, you know, I'm not saying you see one fish, you see them all, but eventually you're like big fish, small fish, scary fish, ugly
Red
fish.
fish, blue fish.
Yeah, exactly. You know, oh, Nemo. Okay, I've got it all. Then you go outside, and there's fucking penguins and otters and sea lions and dolphins and shit, and you're like, this slaps. The outdoor part of the aquarium is awesome. I want all these animals to come home with me.
Yeah, I'm with you.
There was one animal, it's called a wolf eel. Is ugly to his own species as well.
Oh my god, it's me as an animal.
It's like an aquatic panda. Like apparently is gotta. You need like scientists to be present to get them to reproduce, because otherwise they just don't want like any part of one another. And it just looks like a 90-year-old man on a fish's body. Like, I'm not saying I don't get it. Like when I saw this fish, I was like, I get it, but.
You ever see a fucking cuttlefish, dude?
Oh yeah.
Fucking crazy.
You ever seen a cuttlefish fucking?
No, actually. Cuttlefish is crazy, man. They're like pulsing different color as they're swimming around.
Yeah.
It's wild looking.
Every time I go to like, I'm not that jellyfish don't annoy me that much anymore. They don't disturb me that much. Mostly, you know, because I get tweeted like 4 or 5 pictures of them every single day.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I just get desensitized, right?
Yeah.
But then I found like I always get weirded out. Like other stuff weirds me out now. If that makes sense. Like now I go to the aquarium and I'm like, dude, sea anemones are why do you have a hair underwater? And then there's this weird like sea anemone, and it so it's like a weird pustule, you know, like you'd see in Subnautica, basically. And then there was like a weird white thing that looked kind of like a hair crawling out of it, and it just kept crawling out over and over, and like I was freaking out. It was like, you're not like a real, you don't have a brain. What are you doing? Just put that thing away.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Yeah, I mean, the ocean's nuts, dude.
There's a bunch of disturbing shit under the ocean.
Yeah, like sea cucumbers.
We don't even know about most or a lot of it, too. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Did you guys see that most recent giant squid pic?
I did. Great
It's
shot.
fucking weird. Or not pic, but like short video. Freaky.
The picture's worth 1,000 words. You know?
I grew scared of the ocean. Not when I saw like a great white shark or anything like that, but when I saw a fucking video of an octopus squeezing through a hole the size of a fucking penny. That shit, I was done, dude. Anything that can do that's a fucking demon.
Well, you know, previously I see like Alien. I was like, man, this creature design is like incredible. Like, how did they come up with this? I'm like, H.R. Geiger just lived next to an aquarium. I guarantee 100%. You walk, okay, H.R. Geiger, we need a creature design for our new scary movies. All right, I'll see you at the fucking Marine Land. He's like, how about it's a sea cucumber, but instead of shooting its balls out of its sea cucumber casing, it shoots out like acid or something like that. They're like, all right, stop drilling, you hit oil. The ocean sucks, dude. I would rather get killed by a shark. Like, if some of these creatures got
too big, it would be a fucking nightmare. I would rather you just bite my torso in half. Like, one of these things was like, I forget what it was called. It was some kind of underwater slug. But it was like, it has over 20,000 slime pores, and to kill its prey, it jumps on it and then just emits slime until they're smothered. Chad, don't be weird, okay? But I was like, I would rather just be fucking eaten. I would rather just get swallowed up whole by a whale than have
No,
some...
see, they like that too. You can't.
I hate all that shit. Then you go outside and there's like, you know, there's like penguins there, and I'm like, this is cute. These are cute animals right here. Who doesn't like a penguin? But then you
look into it. Anything that's cute is usually fucking deadly, dude.
Well, I don't mind if they're like violent, as long as they're not like fucking body horror violent. Like,
yeah.
I get it. If the penguin was like man-sized, they would probably eat me, and that's okay. That's survival of the fittest. As long as they don't smother me with their slime pores, like.
Is anyone gonna volunteer to get eaten by a giant squid? Because, I mean, I'd watch it.
Just to see what happens.
Don't they have like a beak, though? Like, won't they just chop? Ugh.
Yeah, they'll chop you up. They'll probably
I
grab
hate
you with
that.
all their tentacles and bring you up and then chomp, chomp, chomp.
It was also sick because on the way to the aquarium, Cade and I were like just walking outside, and it really sets. It was like an appetizer for seeing a bunch of animals. We saw a crow eating a bisected rat corpse.
Oh my
I guess
lord.
a rat had been run over, and the bottom half of his body was just being like munched on by a crow. And I was like, you know what? It really sets the tone for what we're about to see later today. I actually have come to the realization that I think some of my fear of deep sea creatures is based on having played Super Mario World, which features Blooper the Squid, when I was, you know, at a formative point in my life. You know what I mean? I think a decent chunk of my fear there. I'm not saying there are no reasons to fear the deep sea, because I mean we don't know what's down there. I mean, it's like basically like an alien world down there. But I think a lot of it comes from the anxiety placed upon a child frantically swimming as fast as Mario can swim away from an enemy that seems to be behaving in a very strange pattern. Like Blooper, in the same way that Robin Hood, the fox from the Disney movie, is responsible for a lot of, you know. I wonder if Blooper is responsible for a rise in millennial fears of deep sea creatures. I would be very interested to see that. My null hypothesis, I mean, by definition, the null hypothesis is that it hasn't. But, you know, it's like Owen Wilson says in the Royal Tenenbaums. Everybody knows that General Custer died at the Battle of Little Bighorn. But what this book presupposes is, what if he didn't? It's a bit of a delightful bon mot there. From the Sultan of Scripting, Wes Anderson. Anyway, I don't know if he wrote the script. He's definitely the director. I kind of, like, I look to sleep, though, as I'm like... That's mammalian evolution doing us a huge solid. Because I don't know, do non-mammals sleep? Let me check. Do non-mammals sleep? Yeah, no kidding. Non-human animal sleep patterns vary. While scientists can't say for certain that every animal sleeps, most creatures in the animal kingdom do. Alright. Sleep in non-human animals. Let's see here. Invertebrates. Sleep as a phenomenon appears to have very old evolutionary roots. Unicellular organisms do not necessarily sleep, although many of them have pronounced circadian rhythms. The jellyfish Cassiopeia is the most primitive organism in which sleep-like states have been observed. The nematode C. elegans is also another primitive organism that appears to require sleep. Yo, that's wild, dude. I don't know, now that I think about it, I'm like, of course non-mammals sleep. Fish and lizards. I mean, just from animals other people have had as pets, and you know, they sleep. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, that was a dumb question in hindsight. That's one of those that you're like, as someone that holds a degree in biology, please don't bring that to the attention of my alma mater. They might rescind my degree. They can't do that. I already paid them. Anyway. Well, my parents already paid them. I'm not bragging, I'm just owning up to it. Let me in.
Yeah.
Boss? Ooh, boss.
Ooh, cutscene.
Tentacles.
Oh, it's Cthulhu.
It's a jellyfish, dude.
Oh, your worst nightmare. It's a wasp?
I'm gonna shoot it in the head.
Doesn't appear to be his weak point. Oh, is this Moonlight
I
Butterfly?
was just
Oh, my lord!
This is Moonlit Butterfly, dude.
This is very These even green, dude.
I am no longer afraid of the ocean. The ocean's afraid of me.